And good afternoon, basketball fans, and welcome to the Gino's Cafe Game of the Week. As we come to you live from Mazama High School as the Vikings get ready to take on the Madras Buffaloes. So glad to be with you on this fine Saturday afternoon. Snowy day in the Klamath Basin, but that hasn't stopped the Madras White Buffaloes from stampeding down Highway 97, making the 3-hour trip to the Basin for a back-to-back. This is their second game in as many days. Same for the Vikings. Sort of a mini showcase going on here in the Basin with Klamath Union, Madras, Mazama, and Sisters. We'll talk about all the games that have been happening lately and give you an update about what's to come, as well as preview this matchup here between Madras and Mazama here at Valhalla Court at Mazama High School. More with the Gino's Cafe Game of the Week after this short break.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great. Participate.
Threads. There are many threads that run through our region. There are churches and schools and Little League teams that bring us together and bind us into communities. There are roads and cars, there are houses and jobs and businesses, all woven together to make the fabric of our communities. There are financial threads that are part of that tapestry as well. For over 80 years, it's been our pleasure to be headquartered here, providing financial services to generations of our friends and neighbors. From that first savings account, to retirement planning, and all of the cars and houses and groceries in between, we keep your money local, investing it back into our communities, adding more threads to the fabric to make our communities stronger. Pacific Crest Federal Credit Union. Find your path.
Sports was kind of what defined me as a person. I loved to play every sport I could possibly play. The Abbeys was really the family stomping ground for all of our community. Saturday afternoon soccer tournaments, we'd head over to Abbeys afterwards. And then when we got up into middle school, on our way home, we'd stop at Abbeys after basketball games. When I go home, I want to see two things when I drive through Winston. I want to see my Abbeys, and I want to see my high school. And those are the two memories that stick out the most to me.
Josh Eldridge back with you from Valhalla Court on the campus of Mazama High School for our Gino's Cafe Game of the Week. The Vikings getting ready to take on the Madras White Buffaloes. And for Mazama, their second game in as many days last night on this very floor, losing to Sisters 64-44. That dropped their record to 0-5. However, last night, probably the best game the Vikings have played so far this season. You go back to where they started at a tournament away from home. They lost to Redmond to start the year 71-12. They lost to Bend 51-16. They lost to Marshfield 74-23. They played Bend again and only lost 39-16, so a little bit of an incremental improvement there. And then last night, losing 64-44. So last night, their highest scoring output of the season. Sisters got a little in front of them in that first half, and I talked to their assistant, Coach Dan Fast, the Vikings assistant. He was telling me they just dug themselves too big of a hole to dig out of in the first half last night. If they can start better today, they give themselves a chance at beating this Madras team, who enters 3-1. Now, Madras played Klamath Union last night, and they beat the Pelicans 69-56. That puts them on a 3-game winning streak, having started it back on December 10th when they beat Hood River Valley 43-29, and they topped Lapine 58-30 before heading here to the Basin. This White Buffaloes team is no stranger to good basketball, a squad which has made the state tournament and finished well each of the past 3 seasons. Meantime, for the Vikings, it's been 3 seasons away from the state tournament. The last time they made it was in 2022. But some remnants from that squad still remain on the team today. I look at Addison Byington, now a senior, 5'9", a player who missed most of the fall sports season in volleyball to prepare herself for basketball. After going down with an injury, she is in the starting lineup for the Vikings today. The other one, senior, 5'10", Matta Lee. She was also a freshman last time the Vikings went to the state tournament, now under first-year head coach Mindy Holbrook. These Vikings looking to right the ship, as it were, and try to collect a win here on their home floor on a Saturday afternoon in the Basin. Just a few more minutes away from tip-off. We're going to take one break. When we come back, we'll set up the starting lineups for you and get ready for the national anthem along with tip-off. It's all coming at you at the Gino's Cafe Game of the Week on mybasin.com.
At mybasin.com, we bring you the power of local radio,
the pace and reach of social media,
the information of 24-hour news,
and the excitement of local sports.
We do this with a team of radio professionals that is second to none.
Klamath Falls is a community that we love and a place that we are proud to call home.
Klamath Falls deserves a media group that is as committed to you as you are to Klamath Falls.
mybasin.com is your go-to place for news,
sports, events, and everything going on at home in Klamath Falls.
This is where unconditional love and immeasurable happiness reside. This is home. Coltwell Banker, where home begins.
Right now at Les Schwab, it's the deal you've been waiting for. The Score More sales event. Save up to $160 instantly on a wide selection of 4 tires and 4 wheels. Plus, every tire is covered by America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. Because nobody stands by their tires like we do. It's a better deal on better tires with the best service in the business. Get more from Les.
Back with you for the Gino's Cafe Game of the Week on mybasin.com. It's the first of 2 today, a doubleheader. Later on today, the Mazama boys take on Madras. We'll have that game for you right here, as well as on our local radio, News Talk 1150 and 92.9 KAGO. We had a few other games on our airwaves last night. We could take a look into that. I want to give you some score updates from last night around the Basin. And we'll start with the Mazama boys, who lost last night to Sisters, 72-50. The Henley boys picked up their second win of the season as Henley went on to defeat 5A Ashland 56-49 last night. Corbin Hamilton led his team in 12 points. Great job for Henley picking up their second win of the season. Klamath Union lost to the Madras boys last night, 64-46. In the 2A class, the Bonanza Antlers beat Umpqua Valley Christian 69-31. Let's take a look at some of the girls' scores from last night. As we said, Mazama fell to Sisters 64-44. Madras beat Klamath Union last night 69-56. The Bonanza Lady Antlers fell to Brookings Harbor 48-33. Chiloquin, the varsity team there, was out in a tournament. They played Crook County JV, beat them 49-17. And then Tule Lake, the team from California, the Honkers, lost to 50-21. Back at action, ready for this one. Let's go ahead and meet our starting lineups real briefly before we step aside for the national anthem. Let's start with the visiting Madras White Buffaloes. Your starters there, number 12, Marley Simmelink. She is a freshman. Number 14, a sophomore, Yadira Stacona. Number 21, another sophomore, Alicia Yallop. Number 23, Bianca Plazola, a senior. And number 24, Laria Stevens. She is a junior. And for the Vikings, Armida Kirkpatrick, Matta Lee, Addie Byington, London O'Brien, and Leah Hernandez. As we play the national anthem, we'll step aside here on mybasin.com.
Sports was kind of what defined me as a person. I loved to play every sport I could possibly play. The Abbeys was really the family stomping ground for all of our community. Saturday afternoon soccer tournaments, we'd head over to Abbeys afterwards. And then when we got up into middle school, on our way home, we'd stop at Abbeys after basketball games. When I go home, I want to see two things when I drive through Winston. I want to see my Abbeys and I want to see my high school. And those are the two memories that stick out the most to me.
Right now at Les Schwab, it's the deal you've been waiting for. The Score More sales event. Save up to $160 instantly on a wide selection of 4 tires and 4 wheels. Plus, every tire is covered by America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. Because nobody stands by their tires like we do. It's a better deal on better tires with the best service in the business. Get more from Les.
Josh Eldridge back with you for the Gino's Cafe Game of the Week, and our public address man, Tom Keller, introducing you to the starting lineups today. As you mentioned, the Madras White Buffaloes here, coached by Heath Alexander. Madras, a team with experience, good players. Made the state tournament each of the last 3 seasons, like we've said, and won, I believe, the consolation finals each of the last 2 years. The Vikings are looking to get back to that grand stage with their head coach, Mindy Holbrook. And again, rattled through the starters from Mazama pretty quickly before. Let's go ahead and do him justice now. Starting, a junior standing 5'4", number 3, Armida Kirkpatrick. Number 5, a senior standing 5'10", Matta Lee. Number 10, a senior standing 5'9", Addie Byington. Number 12, a senior standing 5'9", London O'Brien. And number 32, a sophomore standing 5'6", Leah Hernandez. Mindy Holbrook is assisted by Whitney Wilson and Dan Fast. The Vikings today are in their white uniforms with Vikings written across their chest. Madras in those blue uniforms with the red trim. Just about ready for basketball today. Our officials, I see Todd Andrus out there, Cooper Roberts, and a face I don't recognize, but always in need of officials here. Want to let that be known as we get started. If you're interested in becoming an athletic official in the Basin, reach out to these guys. They're always looking for help. All right, just about ready for hoops from Viking Nation. It's Matta Lee in the circle against Alicia Yallop. Ball is up, and the Vikings will control the opening tip. With it now is London O'Brien. O'Brien brings it head of the key, straight away, now on the near side. Tries to throw it far side to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick dumping it down low to Lee, tries to fight through a double team, can't get it to go, but the Vikings control the glass. With it now is O'Brien. O'Brien trying to go to work against Plazola, but loses it on the dribble. And now the Vikings get to come, or pardon me, the White Buffaloes get to come the other way, led by Stevens, who brings it into the front court. Lariah Stevens, a junior, guarded up front by London O'Brien. Fields a double team, top of the arc. A good pass to get it to Plazola down low. Kicks out to her teammate in the near corner, but the shot rims out. Madras controls the glass. Matta Lee with the block. Madras a third chance at it. That won't go. Still a loose ball under the cup, and Madras comes away with it. Trying to drive inside, throwing up a tough shot. Yallop was fouled, and it is on the floor, so Madras will inbound. Both teams having trouble finding the bottom of the bucket so far. 7:04 to go in the first quarter. Long inbound pass, and it's into Stevens. Stevens tries to get it near side to Yallop. Long three-pointer off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound collected by Madras down low. Pass is knocked away for a moment, but able to recollect. A whistle on the far side of the floor. And this one is going against Addie Byington for Mazama. Second team foul for the Vikes, and Madras another chance to inbound. Shot clock fully reset to 35 seconds. Inbound pass back into the corner. Yallop for three, that time getting it to drop. I believe that was Yallop as Madras with the first points of the ball game today. And pardon me, that was actually Stevens with the three-pointer. Leah Hernandez trying to go for a quick bucket, and she is fouled. So that was Lariah Stevens with a three-pointer for Madras. They lead 3-0, 6:33 to go. And Leia Hernandez going to the line for a pair. The sophomore started as a freshman last season, really saw her grow into it a little bit. You watched her at the beginning of the season. She was still trying to feel out the pace a bit. The Mazama Vikings program shrunk quite a bit last season, so needing Hernandez to step up. And as the year went on, began to look quite a bit more comfortable at the point guard position. And you know she's going to be initiating some of the offense for the Vikings this year as she goes 1 for 2 at the line. And the Vikings trail 3-1. Here's Madras. Near corner, thought about the shot, did Yallop. Now back to Stevens. She fires a triple. Back iron, won't go. Madras gets it back. Bounce pass down underneath. Kicks it back out. And a travel called. Good defense being played there by Mazama's Kaylin Davis, who's checked into the game. Forcing a travel violation. Madras breaking out a little bit of a soft press here early as London O'Brien tries to bring it to the front court. Gets rid of it to Davis. Pass ahead to Lee. Lee gets it back to O'Brien. O'Brien now trying to go along the right side. Now here's Hernandez. Hernandez with 14 to shoot for the Vikings. Lee losing the dribble on it. Lee is trapped in the near side and a held ball. Madras with it now after that held ball. Bringing it up, thinking about a shot was Plazola. And then gets rid of it over to Stevens. Stevens, her pass is stolen by Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick with the dribble, gets rid of it to O'Brien, head of the key. Good find. Here's Hernandez. Hernandez going right through the middle. She is going to be fouled on the shot. Hernandez there. Hernandez, 1 of 2 so far, has given the Vikings their only points. And there with another one. And Hernandez, a good trip to the line there, ties us up at 3. 5:21 to go in the first quarter. Here comes Madras. With it now is Stevens. Trying to get it down low to Boyle. Now back straight away to Stakona. Her shot is left short. Battle for the ball underneath is won by Madras. And a foul after the shot. Bianca Plazola should be headed to the line here. First chance at the line so far for anybody on Madras is Plazola. Her first shot is no good. Checking in for Mazama, Callie Bitzer, the junior. Fantastic volleyball player, first team all-conference in that respect, and making her first voyage into prep basketball this season. The junior is getting some minutes off the bench for this Vikings squad as the second free throw from Plazola is also offline, so we remain tied at 3 with just under 5 to go. Pass to Kirkpatrick, tries to go baseline, trips, and ball goes out of bounds. Last touched by Madras, and the Vikings will get to keep it. Now to inbound is Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick inbounds it to Lee, head of the key. It is tipped into the backcourt, and Lee able to catch up with it in time. Kicks it to O'Brien, and O'Brien will be the one to bring it up the floor. Throws it over to Davis. Davis trying to dump it down low to O'Brien, but it's taken away by Madras. Plazola getting a hand in there. Now into the front court, it's Stakona. Stakona going right through a defender and a charge. Great job there by Mazama, and that was Armida Kirkpatrick standing in there. Armida Kirkpatrick pumped up after taking that foul, got in there and got the positioning, and now being taken out of the game. Reagan Holbrook checking in, the freshman. Sometimes this is how games go, a little bit earlier than you'd like to play. Both teams having to get to the gym around 10 a.m. It's harder to get the scoring going at this time. It's why you have to rely on defense. So far, both teams bringing it in that respect. Pass into the front court, intercepted there by Madras. Now they're trying to get it, but it's poked away by Davis. Davis is going to be the last one to touch it as it goes out of bounds. And it'll be Madras basketball. 4:15 to go in the first quarter, still tied at 3. Quick inbound pass goes to Boyle. Boyle kicks it near side, a triple taken and made by Plazola. And she will break our tie. Madras with 2 made 3-pointers, and they lead 6-3. Here's O'Brien, near side to Lee. Lee terminates the dribble, back out to O'Brien, trying to bring it down the middle, and she is fouled on the ground, not on the shot. And so Mazama will have to inbound, 3:51 to go. That foul is going to be charged to Orozco, I believe, who's checked in. Yeah, Orozco, the senior for Madras. Inbound pass to O'Brien. Tries to tie it with a 3. It's offline. Rebound collected underneath by Holbrook. She kicks it outside to Lee. Lee is going to charge through the middle. And that will be a turnover. Madras up 6-3, 3:41 to go. Going to have a sub come in for the White Buffaloes. Looks like Brindley Hallian going to sub in. And out goes Stakona. So here's Hallian. She's going to be bringing the ball up the floor. The junior is met by the freshman Holbrook. Gets rid of it, throws it near side to Plazola. Plazola over in the corner to Orozco, back to Plazola. Plazola out to Boyle. Boyle back to Plazola. Free throw line jumper is offline. And a rebound is collected by Simmelink, but she steps out of bounds. And the Vikings get it. 3:19 to go in the first. Vikings to inbound. Bounce pass goes awry into the hand of Madras and fouled on the shot. I believe that's Hallian. And Coach Holbrook going to get ready to call timeout. At least that's the indication I got from her. Let's see. Maybe not. At the line for Madras, and making the first free throw was Hallian. So Madras now up 7-3. And timeout is going to be called in between free throws. We'll take it as well. Madras leads 7-3. 3:17 to go in the first quarter. It's the Gino's Cafe Game of the Week on mybasin.com.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
7-3 first quarter. Madras in front of Mazama. The Gino's Cafe Game of the Week. Timeout is called between free throws for Brindley Hallian. Again, the first of 2 games today as the Madras White Buffaloes will take on the Mazama boys. Coming up about 1:30 as the Mazama cheerleaders make an appearance there. Not a big student section. Most of the fans that are here at Valhalla Court are actually right in front of us at our broadcast point on the mezzanine. They're right below us. You can't get a good look at them, but I'd say we're about half full today on this near side of the floor, which is a good turnout for a Saturday afternoon. After a late night last night, Mazama Vikings got to sleep in their own bed. Even after a 20-point loss, Madras staying the night in a hotel after beating Klamath Union. They showed up in their pajamas today. I can't frankly blame them. Second free throw is good for Holyen, and Madras up 8-3 as we get back into the action. Mazama down, and they get it into the pass is errant and out of bounds. Sub coming in for Mazama is Leia Hernandez. She will check in for Callie Bitzer. And here comes Plazola. She's got 3 points today. They made triple, but 2 missed free throws. Finds Boyle. Boyle trying to dump it underneath. Ball picked away, regained by Madras. Plazola drives underneath. They kick it around, find Holyen for a triple, and she connects. 11-3 Madras, and Holyen leading her team now with 5 points. And Mazama on A-bound. Tough is Simmelink. Marlise Simmelink, the freshman, making things difficult on the inbound. And the officials having a conversation about whether or not it is Mazama's ball. I don't think it should be. It is Madras. And so there you go. Nice job there by the White Buffaloes to make that happen on this side of the floor, try to build upon this lead. Mazama looking to continue to play good defense. Oh, quick inbound pass and a good find for a score. That's Anna Boyle on the 2-point bucket. Madras now up by 10. And they're pressing. Mazama's got to find a way around it. Get rid of it, Maddie Lee, and she does. It's Kaylin Davis who gets trapped. Davis gets rid of it ahead to Lee. Now she's trapped. Into the front court to Holbrook. Down underneath, O'Brien is fouled on the shot, and she will earn a couple free throws. The Vikings finding a way to beat that press there, but it's been difficult for them. There, O'Brien able to get underneath the bucket before getting hacked. London O'Brien, the daughter of the new athletic director here at Mazama High School, Ian O'Brien, transfers from 3A Warrenton out by the coast. She played volleyball this year for the Vikes. Now, obviously, here is the basketball player. She assisted in helping her team. I believe she led her team in scoring last night. I might be mistaken in that regard, but yeah, 17 points for London O'Brien last night, although none at the free throw line there. And we're going to see a foul at about midcourt. Sixth team foul. Subs coming in for Mazama. And we'll be shooting 2 for Mazama. After 5 team fouls, 2 free throws, and another couple of chances for London O'Brien at the penalty stripe. Again, missed her previous 2, misses that one as well. London O'Brien converts there, trims the lead down to 9. And a timeout is called by Coach Holbrook. Again, we'll take it with her. The score 13-4. Mazama trailing Madras here in the first quarter of the Gino's Cafe Game of the Week.
Introducing Spates Marcom Solutions, your trusted partner in marketing and communication. We specialize in crafting compelling campaigns, eye-catching graphics, and impactful branding materials.
Smith Bates is like working with dependable friends. They always help us build our professional image.
Through the innovative strategies that the team at Smith Bates suggested, we've been able to give the brand at Calor the boost that it desperately needed.
Unlock your potential with Smith Bates Marcom Solutions.
Score 13-4 as we welcome you back to Valhalla Court on the campus of Mazama High School, just off of 6th Street here in Klamath Falls. Appreciate those of you who are joining us from Madras, just 3 hours up the road. Talked to Coach Alexander before the game, so he's going to send it out to some folks. So appreciate you for spending your Saturday early afternoon with us. As Madras takes the ball down the floor, misses the first shot, but there for the rebound and the putback is Marlise Simmelink. The freshman with her first 2 points gives Madras more of a lead here. Ball inbounded on the far side of the floor. Mazama inbounds it to London O'Brien. She brings it along the near side, trying to take it herself. Nice bounce pass underneath, and the shot blocked by Simmelink. She's doing it on both ends right now. Here comes Madras, led by Holian. No, pardon me, that's not Holian. That is Orozco. Her shot taken and missed. Now Leia Hernandez trying to lead the break. The ball poked away, but Mazama maintains possession. Now to inbound is Mata Lee. Lee gets it quickly into Yacamelli, and a whistle, I think, going to call carrying there. Score 15-4, 1:31 to go in the first quarter. And Kirkpatrick brings it up. No, pardon me, this is Holian. Looking at the wrong roster. Here's Holian. Holian throws it over in the corner to Orozco. Back down to Holian. Bounces it to Simmelink. Great ball movement by Madras. Gives him 2 points. That's hard to defend. Simmelink with 4 now for the afternoon. Inbound pass goes to Leia Hernandez. Back to Lee. Lee terminates the dribble. Now back to Hernandez. Overhead pass is taken away by Madras. And poked loose. Leia Hernandez gets it back for the Vikes. She's dribbling it across half court. Loses the dribble, recollects, throws it in the corner to Kirkpatrick. She loses the dribble on the drive, but is fouled. So here's Kirkpatrick at the line. Her first trip to the line today for Mazama. Her first free throw is off the mark. All of Mazama's points so far can be attributed to made free throws. They have yet to make a bucket. And they get their 5th point there, 17-5. Kirkpatrick splits her trip there. And now it'll be Holian for Madras. Holian gets it back over to Boyle. Boyle, there's going to be a collision underneath the bucket. Loose ball is going to go out of bounds, and possession to, I believe possession to Mazama. We'll see. Nope, Madras is going to take it. Holian to inbound for the White Buffaloes, and she gets it in. Let's see. I believe Riley Holian is in the game too. I see number 5. We were told 5 was, but I'm going to assume that that's Holian. And a technical foul assessed to the Mazama bench. And I'm not sure who that was. I saw Dan Fast was talking to the official, but I'm not sure who that actually was on the bench who got the technical. Don't see that too often, but if there's an official that doesn't really take it too much, it's Cooper Roberts. He'll give you that a pretty long leash, but if you continue and continue, he's not going to hesitate. First free throw is missed by Madras. I believe it is Simmelink here at the line, and she misses both of them. Not sure who has assessed that foul. We'll try to find that out. 31 seconds to go in the first quarter. Madras up 17-5. Here are the White Buffaloes. Pass goes underneath, taken away by Hernandez. She's been good on defense tonight. Pass goes in front to Lee. Lee is going to travel. Now with 20 seconds, Madras gets another chance at it. Pass goes to Simmelink. No, pardon me, that's Boyle. Foul is going to be called to Armida Kirkpatrick. That should earn Madras 2 free throws, and it does. Heading to the line is Kylie Orozco. A lot of free throws here in the first quarter. Teams not necessarily playing clean hoops as we start our Saturday morning, as the first free throw is good for Madras. 18-5 the score, 10 seconds to go. One more free throw pending. There it is, and it's good. Checking in for Mazama, believe we're going to see Addison Slazak. Leah Hernandez trying to inbound. Gets it ahead to Slazak. Slazak going to bring it across half court. No, not quite. She is trapped and bounces it to Hernandez. Hernandez brings it straight away. They have 1 second, not enough time to shoot, and Mazama dribbles it out to end the first quarter. We'll go to the second with Madras leading 19-5 on the Gino's Cafe Game of the Week. You got it on mybasin.com.
Comfortable and not quick. At Clown Falls Subaru, we built our business on that simple promise. Well, that and some of the best people you're ever going to meet. Hi, I'm Rob Cedar, General Manager at Clown Falls Subaru. Our 62 employees make it easy for us to live up to our comfortable, not corporate philosophy. Friendly faces, easy answers, straight talk, fairness, and exceptional service. These are the things you expect. These are the things that all of our people deliver. Our management team, sales pros, certified service and body shop techs, lot attendants, and detail experts are all 100% focused on you. Local people putting their friends and neighbors first. At Clown Falls Subaru, that's the only way we do business. It's comfortable, not corporate. Our team members also spend hundreds of hours each year supporting local charities and events through the Subaru Love Promise. That's the kind of people they are. We're very proud of them. They're your friends, they're your neighbors, they're glad to know you, and they want you to be glad to know them too. I'm Rob, and this is what makes us comfortable, not corporate.
Josh Eldridge back with you, getting ready for the second quarter from Viking Nation. Valhalla Court at Mazama High School. Madras leads the Vikings right now 19-5. And the Vikings will start with the ball. Leah Hernandez brings it along the near side. Hernandez throws it to Lee. Lee puts it on the deck, has it poked free, but recollects. Now it's Slazak. Slazak with it. Loses the dribble as well, but recollects. Back outside to Lee. Lee over to Holbrook, back to Lee, or pardon me, Slazak. Tried to get it over to Lee, but it's taken away by Madras. Kiana Allen now throwing it over to Lariah Stevens. Now to in the far corner, I believe that's Stakona. Kicks it back out to Plazola. Now to Stakona again. Dribbling around defenders, spinning around. What a shot, but it won't go. Ball tipped out of bounds, last touched by Madras. Yadira Stakona spinning around defenders, leaving the shot short, but still looking like a really good move. Got word on what happened with that technical that was assessed in the last quarter, that to I believe it was to assistant coach Dan Fast. He was talking with the official on the near side, Cooper Roberts, about what was going on, and Cooper wasn't hearing any of it, and so when that conversation was over, Coach Fast then directed his complaints to one of the Madras players, who was the original point of the gripe, and at that point you start talking to the other players. That's where the technical was assessed. And so here's Madras to inbound in front of the scorer's table. Pass comes over to Yallop into the corner. Three taken at and missed by Madras. Rebound is picked up by Bitzer, who rips it away. Her bounce pass is then tipped out of bounds by Madras. Last touched by Stakona. Inbound pass for Mazama finds its way to Giacomelli. And Bitzer is fouled. She was pushed from behind by Yallop. Couple of quick fouls for Madras this quarter. Mazama has 5 points today, all on made free throws. Leah Hernandez with 3, Lynn O'Brien with 1, Armida Kirkpatrick with 1. Inbound goes to O'Brien. O'Brien with it. And a travel. And Madras after the inbound. Pass to get near corner. Losing the handle on it, Hernandez went diving in for the ball and connected with the knee of a Madras player. And never want to see that, diving straight to the knee. We'll try to step aside as we get this knee looked at for Madras. This is the Gino's Cafe Game of the Week on mybasin.com. Right now, the White Buffaloes lead at 19-5.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Be great.
Participate.
Threads. There are many threads that run through our region. There are churches and schools and Little League teams that bring us together and bind us into communities. There are roads and cars, there are houses and jobs and businesses, all woven together to make the fabric of our communities. There are financial threads that are part of that tapestry as well. For over 80 years, it's been our pleasure to be headquartered here, providing financial services to generations of our friends and neighbors. From that first savings account to retirement planning and all of the cars and houses and groceries in between, we keep your money local, investing it back into our communities, adding more threads to the fabric to make our communities stronger. Pacific Crest Federal Credit Union. Find your path.
Sports was kind of what defined me as a person. I loved to play every sport I could possibly play. The Abbeys was really the family stomping ground for all of our community. Saturday afternoon soccer tournaments, we'd head over to Abbeys afterwards. And then when we got up into middle school, on our way home, we'd stop at Abbeys after basketball games. When I go home, I want to see two things when I drive through Winston. I want to see my Abbeys and I want to see my high school. And those are the two memories that stick out the most to me.
Josh Eldridge back with you on MyBasin.com, the Gino's Cafe Game of the Week, working on helping the injured Madras player off the floor. Pretty unfortunate connection between Leia Hernandez and this player's knee. Hernandez diving for a loose ball and wound up, just right into the knee of, I believe, is Yadira Stacona. Something you never want to see, but still got to continue this game right now with 6:27 to go in the second quarter. Madras leads Mazama 19-5. Hoping the best for that Madras player down there. Pretty serious pain, unfortunately. To reset this game for you, on the floor for Mazama is going to be Addison Slazak, along with London O'Brien, Leah Hernandez, Hannah Yacomelli, and Callie Bitzer. O'Brien trying to take it herself all the way. Rebound is picked up by Yacomelli. Yacomelli trying to bounce it outside to O'Brien, but Mad on the floor is Plazola with the ball right now. And on the near side is Yallop. Yallop fires a triple that won't go. You've also got Boyle out there for Madras. And let's see, I believe I also see Kylie Orozco out there, a sub in for Mazama. In comes Holbrook, and out goes Yacomelli. Six minutes to go in the first half. Inbound pass finds its way to Boyle. Boyle now over to Stevens. Ball whipped around over to Yallop. Over to Stevens for a triple, and she knocks it down. Madras shooting well from beyond the arc for Stevens. That's her second made triple, and Madras leads 22-5. Loose ball on the far side of the floor is knocked out of bounds by Madras. Mazama trying to get the inbound in, but it's taken away by Madras. Pass goes into the front court. Plazola, mid-range jumpers off the mark. Back for the ball is a foul. And that foul is going to go against Kiana Allen. Kirkpatrick in for Slazak. Mazama gets the inbound off to Bitzer. Bitzer back to Kirkpatrick, splits the defense on the press, trying to take it herself. Gets all the way down low and has the ball tipped out. No, Kirkpatrick bounced it out of bounds, trying to get it to Matt Ali. Was unable to make that pass. And now here comes Madras. Here's Plazola. Plazola to Boyle. Boyle trying to get it back to Plazola, but it's tipped away by Lee, and the ball picked up by Holbrook. And Holbrook has her pocket picked by Madras. Loose ball picked up by O'Brien. O'Brien trapped at half court, and a foul. That is going to go against Madras. Is it a foul or did she step out? I think that should be going against Dakona. No. Pardon me, Simmelin picked up the foul. And here's Mazama. Inbound pass goes to Lee. Finds it on the far side. Lee around the defender. The right-handed layup is in with their first made bucket. Off the hands of Lee. All right, with it now is Yallop. She tries to get it over to Plazola. One step inside the perimeter. Plazola fires up a shot that won't go. Holbrook with the rebound. Holbrook tries to get it ahead to Lee and does. Lee back to Holbrook. Holbrook, a running two-point shot, no good. Lee with the rebound, over to Holbrook. She tries to roll it over to O'Brien, and a whistle. Let's see, this foul goes against Lee. Yep, Zola picking up the foul. That is her third. That is Madras' fifth foul this quarter. Mazama doesn't have a single one, and so this will earn free throws for London O'Brien. She is 1 for 4 in her previous attempts so far. That free throw is no good. Holian checking in for Madras. Second free throw for O'Brien, rims out, no good. The rebound is collected by Madras. Ahead to Stevens. Stevens to Holian, back to Stevens. Stevens throws it across the court to Catherine, and that shot is off the mark. Ball goes out of bounds. And the signal says it is Madras basketball. Leah Hernandez back in for Callie Bitzer. We're going to see Catherine check out for Madras as well. Didn't quite see who replaced her. Boyle with a quick inbound and a shot. Rebound goes out of bounds, and it should be Mazama basketball. 4:03 to go in the second quarter, and it's a 22-7 ball game. Lee with the inbound, throwing it over to Hernandez. Hernandez with it. Hernandez getting around the defender, barrels through, and a charge, I believe, is going against Leah Hernandez. Barrels through to the defender and gets whistled for it. And now it'll be Madras basketball. And here come the White Buffaloes. Pass goes over to Orozco. A triple taken and missed by Madras. Leah Hernandez with the rebound. In front to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick stops at the free throw line. Bounces it to O'Brien. O'Brien driving inside. Tries to get rid of it to Lee. Loose ball picked up by Madras. Now in transition. Trying to go for it. Up off the glass. Won't go from Holian. Ball out of bounds. It's Madras. They'll take it. Both teams, lots of turnovers here this early afternoon ball game. Neither team getting real great looks at the ball. Unless it's a Madras three, they've taken quite a few open triples. Those have been the best shots taken in this whole game. Here's Lee. Lee over to O'Brien. O'Brien driving inside by the defender. Open layup, no good. And now here comes Madras. Stampeding down the floor. Thought that might have been a charge, but no dice. Missed bucket anyway. Kirkpatrick loses the dribble on the other side, and it's picked up by the White Buffaloes. Orozco with it. Orozco loses it for a moment. Madras wants time, and triple is missed. Taken by Stevens. Foul is going to be whistled against Lee, I believe. And Madras is finally going to get their timeout. 22-7, 2:45 to go in the first half. This is the Gino's Cafe Game of the Week on mybasin.com.
Right now at Les Schwab, it's the deal you've been waiting for. The Score More sales event. Save up to $160 instantly on a wide selection of 4 tires and 4 wheels. Plus, every tire is covered by America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. Because nobody stands by their tires like we do.
(22-7) our score with 2 minutes and change left to go in the second quarter. Madras leading the Mazama Vikings, who again only have one made field goal in this game. Came about 3 minutes ago off the hand of the senior Mada Lee. Meantime, leading scorers for Madras, Loriah Stevens with 6, 5 for Brinley Holian. We'll give you a full scoring recap at halftime. We'll also talk a little bit about the guys' game, what we expect to see in the second half of our doubleheader, and talk a little bit about what's happening up on campus tonight at Oregon Tech as the Hustlin' Owls take on the dreaded SOU Raiders in a great rivalry in the Cascade Conference. Back to this one, though. Boyle with it on the right block, kicks it outside. Straight away, long two is taken and made by Alicia Yallop. Or Yallop, pardon me, 24-7. Madras in front and a whistle. Kirkpatrick on the deck. Let's see. And Holian picks up that foul. I think that should earn Kirkpatrick a couple of free throws. Armida Kirkpatrick 1 for 2 at the line so far. Kirkpatrick, if my memory serves me correctly, was the libero, a volleyball team for Mazama there. Makes her first free throw. It's going to be Riley Holian checking in for Madras. And Kirkpatrick earning a second free throw. That free throw is good. And so trip line for Armida Kirkpatrick makes the score 24-9, 2:20 to go in the half. Out to Stevens. Stevens over to Holian. Back to Stevens. Stevens going left. Long triple. Won't go. And the rebound picked up by Davis. Ball out of bounds. Last touched by the White Buffaloes. Kirkpatrick to inbound for Mazama. Madras with this press has done well. O'Brien trying to get around it. She comes to the near side. O'Brien crosses the timeline, and a foul against O'Brien. She was trapped here, tried to create some room with the push-off, but she'll be whistled for the foul. 1:58 to go in the first half, 24-9, and Madras leads. Here's Holian. Holian. Now it's over to Stevens. She fires a triple. It's good. Stevens now with 3 made triples in the ball game, and the inbound pass is taken away by her. Kicks it in the near side. Madras can't get that one to go. Boyle with the putback. She's fouled. And I think that was actually Simmelink trying to put that one back in. She's fouled, but she'll earn a couple of free throws for her effort. Marlise Simmelink 0 for 2 at the line so far. The freshman shot the pair of technical free throws that were assessed earlier. And as she's at the line, want to remind you that the Gino's Cafe Game of the Week is, of course, brought to you by Gino's Cafe. They're on East Main Street here in Klamath Falls, open every morning at 6:30. They serve their famous breakfast burritos. Those are served all day long, along with other menu items like burgers, monthly specials, and Italian favorites. You can order online at iloveginos.com or on DoorDash. 28-9 after the made free throw from Simmelink. And the second one on the way, you bet. 29-9, Madras lead the Vikings. Over to Des, back to Holt. She's found the act well to beat the press there and earn a couple free throws in the process. Reagan Holbrook, step on up. Holbrook, the lone freshman on this roster for Mazama. Again, a program which was very depleted last season. First free throw is good. Lost a lot of players in the last couple of seasons since longtime head coach, state championship winner Joy Lease left the program. The banner hangs in this gym. 2013 4A Girls State Champions. That was Coach Joy Lease, who now coaches the Orioles. Turnover, the Vikings have it. Leah Hernandez bringing it over. Spins around, finds Holbrook. Holbrook can't hold on to the pass, and Madras with the takeaway. Now here are the White Buffaloes. With it there is Stevens. Stevens now to, I believe the intended target was Holian. Ball goes out of bounds. Mazama going to get it and a sub in for him. Addison Slazak checks in for Kaylin Davis. 1:06 to go before halftime. Inbound pass is battled for and won by Slazak. She's going to throw it ahead to Yacomelli. Yacomelli taking it herself, high off the glass, and she's fouled. Yacomelli earning a couple of free throws there. She'll take her turn at the line. Yacomelli, a junior, played for the varsity Vikings a season ago. Yacomelli's free throw is off the back of the rim and no good. Second one pending for Hannah Yacomelli. And it's offline. Leah Hernandez hits the deck looking for the rebound. Loose ball is corralled by Slazak. Held ball. And possession favors the Vikings. Good defense there, or good effort by Slazak, rather, to make sure to fall on that basketball. Now with 54 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Shot clock at 30. Inbound to Hernandez. Hernandez kicks it out to O'Brien. O'Brien trying to get around the defender, and a whistle. And that is, I think, a charge again against O'Brien. Barreled through there. That one seemed less obvious, I will say, than the other one that was called against O'Brien. She looked like she was just trying to get to the rim, but I'm not down there. Our officials have done a good job today. And here we go. Pass comes to the near side. A triple missed from Madras. And Mazama with the rebound. O'Brien feeling the pressure on the near side. Gets rid of it to Hernandez. Hernandez in the near side to Slazak. Slazak is going to get fouled. And that foul is going to be charged to Orozco. And that will earn a couple of free throws for Addison Slazak. Free throw missed there by Slazak. Our score remains 29-10 with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Second free throw pending. Slazak's free throw is up. It is no good. Ball tipped. Slazak is going to touch it as it goes out of bounds. And Madras will get it with 9. Shot clock is off. They have an opportunity to take the last shot of the half. Here they come. With it now is Holian. Loses the dribble for a moment. Then fires it down low into the corner to Stevens. Stevens back outside to Yallop. Now to Holian. Down low. Shot is up with 3. No good. And the ball will go out of bounds with half a second. 0.5 on the clock. It's going to have to be a catch and shoot if a shot happens at all for Madras. Inbound quickly, and that will be the end of the first half. Madras coming to Valhalla Court and leading at halftime, 29-10. We'll be back with a few halftime stats, and we'll take a look ahead to the Mazama boys game later on today, as well as talk about what else is happening in the Basin this weekend. Stay tuned with us. The Gino's Cafe Game of the Week, Basin.com.
And MyBasin.com bringing you the power of local radio,
the pace and reach of social media,
the information of 24-hour news,
and the excitement of local sports.
We do this with a team of radio professionals that is second to none.
Klamath Falls is a community that we love and a place that we are proud to call home.
Klamath Falls deserves a media group that is as committed to you as you are to Klamath Falls.
MyBasin.com is your go-to place for news,
sports, events, and everything going on at home in Klamath Falls.
Seems like I've been waiting forever, wondering if you're coming home. I just saw your face, I know you're coming home.
It is halftime at Valhalla Court, and the Madras White Buffaloes lead the Mazama Vikings 29-10. My name is Josh Eldridge, and thank you so much for spending some time with us on this fine Saturday. It's been snowing in the Klamath Basin. Haven't looked outside since I got here about 10 a.m. It was snowing on my way in. I'm sure it hasn't stopped. So again, thank you for joining us today. We'll go down our leading scorers for you as Madras leads by 19 points. They are led in scoring by Lariah Stevens with 9. 6 points from Marley Simmelink, 5 from Brinley Holyen, 3 from Bianca Plazola, and 2 from each of Alicia Yallop, Kaylee Orozco, and Anna Boyle, your scorers for Madras. For Mazama, they are led in scoring by a couple of players with 3 points. Armida Kirkpatrick and Leah Hernandez each have 3. 2 from Maddie and 1 from London O'Brien. The Vikings only managed 1 made field goal in that entire half. Otherwise, all of Mazama's points came off of free throws, and frankly, not a particularly productive free throw shooting half at best. Armida Kirkpatrick, she got 3 points. She's 3 of 4. Reagan Holbrook is 1 of 2. London O'Brien is 1 of 6. Hannah Yacomelli is 0 for 2. Addison Slazak is 0 for 2. And Leah Hernandez is 3 for 4. So again, not a particularly productive day shooting free throws for Mazama either. They're doing a fine job of getting to the line, but just unable to convert once they get there. And that is where our score is right now, 29-10. We're going to take a break here on the halftime show. When we come back, we'll set up the boys game for you as those guys are warming up down there on the floor right now before we get ready for third quarter action on MyBasin.com. This is the Gino's Cafe Game of the Week.
Sports was kind of what defined me as a person. I loved to play every sport I could possibly play. The Abbeys was really the family stomping ground for all of our community. Saturday afternoon soccer tournaments, we'd head over to Abbeys afterwards. And then when we got up into middle school, on our way home, we'd stop at Abbeys after basketball games. When I go home, I want to see 2 things when I drive through Winston. I want to see my Abbeys, and I want to see my high school. And those are the 2 memories that stick out the most to me.
Josh Eldridge back with you at halftime. It is 29-10 our score, with Madras in front of Mazama here. And as we take a look at what's coming up in just a little while, the Madras White Buffalo boys, who are 4-0 on the season, will take on the Mazama Vikings, who are 1-4 on the season. Mazama's lone win against Astoria, 73-62, a team that likes to play fast against Madras, who, what I remember, certainly fill up the cup. Really excited to see that game. Starts about 1:30 here local time, and as we get closer, we'll be joined by the folks listening locally on the radio here in the Klamath Basin on News Talk 1150 and 92.9 KAGO. If you find yourself having to leave your house and you are here in the Basin wanting to keep track of the game, that is how to do it. Just tune your car to News Talk 1150, 92.9 KAGO. 9:10 here. We're going to take one final break here on the halftime show, but not before I remind you again, Oregon Tech has got their basketball game coming up tonight against Southern Oregon. That game can be listened to at 5:30 on 104.3 and 960 Sports, one of our sister stations there. That game begins again at 5:30. And then at 7:30, the men take on SOU, and that game can be heard over on 92.5 KLAD. All right, just a couple minutes left before the third quarter. One more break, and we'll be back with you at the Gino's Cafe Game of the Week between the Madras White Buffaloes and the Mazama
Great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Be great.
Participate!
Threads. There are many threads that run through our region. There are churches and schools and Little League teams that bring us together and bind us into communities. There are roads and cars, there are houses and jobs and businesses, all woven together to make the fabric of our communities. There are financial threads that are part of that tapestry as well. For over 80 years, it's been our pleasure to be headquartered here.
Josh Eldridge back with you on mybasin.com. Apologies for the technical difficulties as you get your score back up there. As Mazama with a made bucket there. The score is 29-12. Madras leading. Pass coming into the near corner, a triple, and Madras responds. Lariah Stevens, 4 made triples for her, gives her 12 points so far. Madras trying to work this press on defense, and they've done well against Mazama in that respect. Pass intended for Armida Kirkpatrick, spirals out of bounds. And here comes Madras. With it is Yallop. Back over, a triple. Madras can't convert that one. Stevens gets it in the corner, uncontested, yes. Stevens cannot miss from distance this afternoon. 35-12, and she's got 14 points. Leah Hernandez with it, harassed, gets it over, and diving inside is Byington. Her shot won't go. Byington gets her own rebound, trying to drive inside, she's fouled. Byington got into foul trouble in that first half. Didn't see a lot of her, but expect to see her moving forward in this third quarter. She'll provide an offensive spark that the Vikings desperately need in this half. Byington to the line for her first free throws of the game so far. One of two trip to the line for Byington. Trims the lead a little bit, 35-13. Madras with it. Pass to Stevens, near corner. Don't leave her unguarded. Kirkpatrick gets up on it. Stevens again, near side, this time guarded by Lee. Pass, ball, possession. Goes. You can already tell Byington and the spark that she's providing this team coming off the bench here. Comes Mazama. Blocking foul assessed to Plazola. That's her fourth. And that might be the end of the quarter for her. And it is. I believe Orozco checked in. No, pardon me, it's Holian who checked in. Here's Byington with it. Byington, double team to the near side, gets rid of it to Lee. Lee, back to Byington. Byington for three, won't go. Rebound is picked up by Lee. Then to O'Brien, then to Hernandez. Hernandez gets rid of it. Loose ball stripped away by Madras. Holian throws it in front to Simmelink. Running layup is in for Simmelink. 8 points for her today, and her team up 37-14. O'Brien lost a handle on it. Taken away by Madras. Shot taken. Bouncing around. Lariah Stevens again. Her first half scoring output And with 18 points for the ball game, her team leads 40-14. Pass up front to Byington. Byington trying to take it herself, and a blocking foul called down low as Byington ran right through Stevens to draw that foul. And actually, was that Yallop? That was Yallop. That's her fourth as well. And Madras in quite a bit of foul trouble in this third quarter. If Mazama's going to make a run at this thing, it's right now. Byington to the line for 2 more. And the first one's good. And timeout is called by Coach Holbrook. We'll take it with her. The Vikings down 40-15, 5 to go in the third. It's the Gino's Cafe Game of the Week.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate.
40-15 the score. Madras leading Mazama at the Gino's Cafe Game of the Week. Appreciate you being with us today, wherever you might be listening from. And it's Addie Byington at the line. She made her first free throw before our timeout. Here comes her second, and that one's good as well. Byington 3-point half. It's now 40-16, 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. A shot missed off the front of the rim. Rebound picked up by Madras. Ball goes back outside for a triple that is offline. Rebound collected by Holian. Gets it down low to Yallop. Back outside. That shot misses. And Leah Hernandez with the rebound. Hernandez to O'Brien. Here comes O'Brien. Driving inside. Off the glass. London O'Brien for 2. 40-18. Holian tries to bounce it outside. Simmelink, long 2. Back iron, no good. Rebound from Holian. Passes it over to Orozco. Her triple offline. And now here comes Madeline and the Vikings. Pass goes to Kirkpatrick for 2. 40-20. Vikings surging here late, and a foul that is called against Mazama. Let's see. Looks like that might have been London O'Brien's third foul. At least that's what I gather from that. First foul for Mazama this period, and to inbound is Holian. Holian quickly inside. The intended target was Simmelink. Boyle out there as well for Madras. But it's tipped away. Madras gets another chance to inbound here. Long pass to Orozco. Zips it down to Boyle. Finds Simmelink cutting to the rim for 2. She's got 10 points. Her team leads 22. O'Brien trapped, has to get rid of it, throws it ahead, and it's taken away by Holian. Holian throws it to Orozco, corner 3, no good. And I think this is going to be against Bitzer. That's what it looks like to me. Inbound pass for Madras. Winds up in the hands of Holian. Now over to her sister, Riley Holian. Loose ball. Picked up by Kirkpatrick. And now London O'Brien. O'Brien races past 3 Madras defenders. The Vikings have numbers and a blocking foul. And O'Brien came charging in there. And if only Holian had positioning, that would have been another charge. Pardon me, that was Orozco who did not have positioning. And another foul whistled against the White Buffaloes. That's their 4th this period, and checking in for Mazama is going to be Hannah Yakameli. Lee with it. Lee now in the far corner. Here's O'Brien. Now Madras with it. Stepping in, a triple swish. Kylie Arazo, 5 points and a made triple, 45-20. Boy, that has really been such a big key for Madras offense today, the 3-point jumper. Long pass is corralled by Bitzer. Bitzer to Lee. Lee trying to drive inside. Lee is going to find O'Brien. Tries to get it down low to Bitzer. Winds up in the hands of Lee. Right-handed floater, no. And it's Similink with the rebound. Similink against Davis. Back outside. Long two, won't go. Rebound, battled for underneath. And this one's going the way of the Vikes. Charge the foul to Brinley Holian. And that is 5 fouls for Madras. And Mazama should be shooting free throws the rest of this quarter. For first free throws. Missed her first. And her second coming. That one is no good. Rebound batted out and picked up by Boyle. She fires in a tough pass to get, but Madras eventually winds up with it. Here's Catherine. Now on the near side to Holian, trying to get it down low, but the ball taken away by Bitzer. Bitzer gets fouled. And again, Bitzer headed to the line. She'll get 2 more cracks at it here in the third quarter with her team trailing by 25. Shot from Bitzer. So far in this half, they are 3 of 7. 4 of 8 after that make. 45-21. Here come the White Buffaloes. Pass goes to Catherine. Now near side to Stevens, in the corner to Holbrook, triple, no, and Hernandez with the rebound. Hernandez bounces it ahead to Yakameli. Swing, move to the rim, Yakameli scores 2. 45-23. Vikings still trailing, 1:15 to go in the third quarter. Holbrook down low, shot missed, and a whistle reach-in foul. Let's see, I think down there is Colin maybe for Madras? No, that's Kiana Allen, pardon me. Madras whistled for their second foul of this period. And Mazama Hernandez with it. Hernandez getting around the defense, coming to the right side. Terminates the dribble, bounces it to Holbrook. Holbrook to Davis. Davis trying to find pass out of bounds. And this one is taken away underneath by Mazama. Hernandez with it now. 10 seconds separate shot and game clock. Hernandez tries to throw it in the corner, but that pass broken up by Julian. And Vikings will still inbound. About 8 seconds separate shot and game clock, pardon me, as Giacomelli inbounds to Holbrook. Holbrook has it ripped away in a held ball. Possession to Madras. And now Madras can take the last shot of this third quarter as they lead by 22. Julian to Simmeling, back outside to Stevens. Stevens to Julian. Zips it over to Catherine, trying to dump it down low to Allen. Back outside to Catherine, near side to Stevens. Stevens to Catherine, 8 to shoot, and a whistle. And I think, was that a foul against Mazama? And there it goes. So the foul was against Bitzer. And it was just a miscommunication there by the official. Thought that it was going against Madras. Actually against Mazama. Got that straight up. 7.5 to shoot for the White Buffaloes here at the end of the third quarter. Inbound to Catherine. Catherine puts it on the deck, kicks it outside to Allen. Allen to Stevens. Stevens with 3 to shoot. 1 to shoot. She's just going to hold on to it. 5 to 23. Fourth quarter action lies ahead at the Gino's Cafe. Game of the week.
Comfortable, not corporate. At Clownfall Subaru, we built our business on that simple promise. Well, that and some of the best people you're ever going to meet. Hi, I'm Rob Cedar, General Manager at Clownfall Subaru. Our 62 employees make it easy for us to live up to our comfortable, not corporate philosophy. Friendly faces, easy answers, straight talk, fairness, and exceptional service. These are the things you expect. These are the things that all of our people deliver. Our management team, sales pros, certified service and body shop techs, lot attendants, and detail experts are all 100% focused on you. Local people putting their friends and neighbors first. At Clownfall Subaru, that's the only way we do business. It's comfortable, not corporate. Our team members also spend hundreds of hours each year supporting local charities and events through the Subaru Love Promise. That's the kind of people they are. We're very proud of them. They're your friends, they're your neighbors, they're glad to know you, and they want you to be glad to know them too. I'm Rob, and this is what makes us comfortable, not corporate.
Fourth quarter action is right now here at Mazama High School as the Vikings trail the Madras White Buffaloes 45 to 23. London O'Brien, fade away off the glass, no good. Rebound battled for underneath is won by Madras. It was Boyle who got the loose ball as the White Buffaloes bring it into the front court. Here's Julian. Julian dumps it down low to Allen, tries to use the window, but it won't go. Battle for the ball underneath is a foul. And this is charged to Boyle, I believe. And Madras picks up a quick whistle 25 seconds into the fourth quarter. All right, here's London O'Brien. London O'Brien to Slazak. Slazak to Byington. Byington trying to cross up the defender, splits through 3 of them, but I think she travels. And Madras going to take it the other way. Julian bounces it to Boyle. Back to Julian, near side, corner 3, rims out for Stevens. Doesn't miss many of those. Here's Julian, back to Stevens. Stevens thought about a triple, dumps it down low to Allen. Allen, now it's to Catherine. Catherine around Kirkpatrick. Her shot bothered by Lee, and the whistle underneath the basket. That is going against Matta Lee for Mazama. And that'll be the Vikings' first foul here in the fourth quarter. Again, the boys scheduled to Madras after this one is concluded. His timeout is called. We'll take it too. 45-23, 6:50 to go in the ball game, and Mazama trails in the Gino's Cafe game of the week.
At mybasin.com, we bring you the power of local radio,
The pace and reach of social media,
The information of 24-hour news,
and the excitement of local sports.
We do this with a team of radio professionals that is second to none.
Klamath Falls is a community that we love and a place that we are proud to call home.
Klamath Falls deserves a media group that is as committed to you as you are to Klamath Falls.
mybasin.com is your go-to place for news,
sports, events, and everything going on at home in Klamath Falls.
Fourth quarter action continuing here at Mazama High School in the Gino's Cafe game of the week. 45-23 and Madras in front. Mazama boys and the White Buffaloes ready to go at it whenever this one is concluded. Running a little bit late here. A lot of whistles, a lot of free throws. Frankly, not clean basketball played by either team so far. I think both coaches would tell you that. But Madras probably a lot happier where they are right now rather than the Vikings, who trail by 22 points. 5 out there for the Vikings. It's Kirkpatrick, it's Byington, it's O'Brien, it's Lee, and it's a bucket for Madras. 47-23. Here's O'Brien. Bryan trying to find Kirkpatrick under the cup. It's Lee who gets the pass. Lee is trapped in the corner, bounces it to O'Brien. O'Brien up with the shot off the glass, no good. Kirkpatrick and Boyle battle for the ball underneath. And that is going to be Madras basketball after a held ball. Here's Holian. Loses the dribble for a moment. Recollects. Tries to kick it outside to Allen, but it's taken away by the Vikes. Here's O'Brien with it now on the far side. O'Brien driving underneath is Kirkpatrick. Her shot no good. She rips it away. Outside to O'Brien. Now in the corner to Slazak. Loses the dribble, and it's Madras basketball. Here's, I believe, Holian with it. Kicks it near side to Stevens. Stevens to Catherine. High arcing shot is good for Catherine. 49-23. And for Haley Catherine, her first points of the game. Here's Lee. Lee with it, and it gets fouled on the shot, so she'll get a couple of free throws. For Magda Lee, she had the only made field goal of the game for the most part for the Mazama in that entire first half. Her first chance at the free throw line, she converts on her first, 49-24. 5:28 to go, and stepping in for Madras, looks like Zoe Collin, the sophomore. To the bench goes Anna Boyle. Second free throw offline for Lee. And now here come the White Buffaloes. Kicks it outside. Catherine, straightaway three is in. And Madras continues to pile on here in the fourth quarter, 52-24. Hernandez to Slazak. Now to Byington. Byington screen right to Hernandez. Trying to get it to Kirkpatrick. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touched by Kirkpatrick as she was unable to corral the pass. And we've got subs coming in for Mazama. It's Holbrook with it, or who subbed in, pardon me, for Mazama. And now here comes Madras. Near corner, try it again, Stevens, yes! Boy, come on. My tally, 21 points, all on made three-pointers. Here's Byington with it. Byington fires a fastball down low to Lee. Tried to kick it out, but it's taken away by Madras. And they let the ball go out of bounds. Mazama will take it. Lariah Stevens, yes, 21 points on 7 made three-pointers. Holy cow. Hernandez with it. Bounces it to Holbrook. Holbrook to Byington. Byington to Lee. Lee back down low to Byington. Fadeaway jump shot, no good. Rebound picked up by Madras. 3:45 to go in the ball game. Pass into the front court, taken away by Byington. Byington now bringing it up. Tries to bounce pass to Lee underneath, but a whistle. This is going against Haley Catherine. First foul for Catherine, third foul for Madras here with 3:33 to go. .31 game. And that one is blocked. Hernandez's shot rejected. Here's Holian into the front court and a whistle. A blocking foul against Mada Lee as she was trying her hardest to get in front of the defender, but her feet just sliding a little bit. And that will earn free throws for Riley Holian, her first from the free throw line today. An opportunity for us to remind you that today's broadcast is brought to you in part by Klamath Falls Subaru. Through the Subaru Love Promise and Subaru Share the Love events, Klamath Falls Subaru has donated thousands of dollars to dozens of hometown charities. Comfortable and not corporate at Klamath Falls Subaru. Stop on by and say hi. Callie Bitzer subbing in for Mazama, and the made free throw for Holian. She's got a second one coming. And it's no good. Lane violation, perhaps. Are we going to redo the free throw? Maybe her foot was on the line. I'm not quite sure. Regardless, Holian gets a second look at it. I guess a third, really. Here we go. That one, same result, no good. Byington with the rebound, throws it ahead to Hernandez. Hernandez in the corner to Holbrook, trying to get it to Bitzer. Bitzer corrals the pass, gives it to Byington. Byington to Holbrook. Holbrook to Slazak. Slazak with it, has her pocket picked for a moment, but recollects the basketball. Ball tipped out of bounds. Should stay with the Vikings. Slazak to inbound. Slazak gets rid of it to Hernandez and whistle. Let's see, what do we got? Allen picks up the foul, It is Kiana Allen, the senior, picking up the foul. That is the fourth for Madras, so Mazama will be shooting free throws in just a moment. Running clock, 30-point differential between the teams has been reached, 56-24 the score. And so we are running the clock here at Mazama. Inbound pass to Hernandez, poked away for a moment. Byington splits the defenders, trying to get to the rim. High off the glass, no. Bitzer with the rebound, kicks it back out. Hernandez tries her luck from three, no. Rebound touched by Holbrook as it goes out. Clock continues to tick, 1:40 to go. Madras taking this one up. Here's Holian. Holian, her pass is awry, picked up in the hands of Byington. Byington coming to the near side, trying to get it down low to Bitzer. Give and go to Byington, spins around, off the glass, it's good. Addie Byington with a little flavor at the end of this game. 30-point differential, 56-26, a minute to go. Here's Stevens. Stevens in the near side to Holian, trying to get it down low to Allen. A nice pass and a good bucket there by Madras. And for Kiana Allen, her first points of the game. Hernandez tries to get it in front to Byington. It's taken away by Madras. Holian bouncing it to Allen. Her shot is good. Just chucked it up off the rim, and it dropped. 60-26. Shot clock is off. Hernandez gets the ball back on a give and go. Hernandez off the glass, no good. Bitzer gets rid of it out to Holbrook, out to Byington. Byington to the cup, she's fouled. 13 seconds to go, Byington headed to the line. All of Addison Byington's points have come here in the second half. She's got 5. Our officials having a conversation here, not quite sure what about exactly. Was there a technical foul assessed? Well, there must have been some kind of foul going on, not quite sure exactly what. So shooting technical free throws is London O'Brien. Here with 13 seconds in a game that is decided. I mean, but here we go. First free throw, no good. Wide right. Second one pending. And same result. And so now we come the other way. And Madras gets free throws as well. All right. Zoe Collin at the free throw line. No good on the first. How about the second? And there it is. All right, let's finish this one up with 13 seconds to go. Madras is going to inbound. They'll likely just hold on to it. And there's Holian going to throw it over to Stevens. Stevens going to dribble it out here, throw it back over to Holian, back to Stevens, and that is the ball game. The Madras White Buffaloes with a sweep of the Klamath Basin, winning this one against Mazama 61-26. We'll wrap it up briefly for you before getting ready for the boys contest. It's the Gino's Cafe Game of the Week on mybasin.com.
At mybasin.com, we give you the power of local radio,
The pace and reach of social media,
The information of 24-hour news,
and the excitement of local sports.
We do this with a team of radio professionals that is second to none.
Klamath Falls is a community that we love and a place that we are proud to call home.
Klamath Falls deserves a media group that is as committed to you as you are to Klamath Falls.
mybasin.com is your go-to place for news,
sports, events, and everything going on at home in Klamath Falls.
This is where unconditional love and immeasurable happiness reside. This is home. Coldwell Banker, where home begins.
Right now at Les Schwab, it's the deal you've been waiting for. The Score More sales event. Save up to $160 instantly on a wide selection of 4 tires and 4 wheels. Plus, every tire is covered by America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. Because nobody stands by their tires like we do. It's a better deal on better tires with the best service in the business. Get more from Les.
Josh Eldridge back with you on mybasin.com, wrapping up the girls' game for you. The final score was 61-26. Your leading scores for Madras. We'll start with 21 points from Loriah Stevens, 10 from Marley Simmelink. We got 5 from Kylie Orozco and Brinley Holian, 4 from Kiana Allen, 3 from Bianca Plazola, and 2 from each Anna Boyle, Alicia Yallop, and Riley Holian. Your scores for Madras. For Mazama, 5 points from Addie Byington and Armida Kirkpatrick, 3 from Matta Lee and Addie Byington, along with London O'Brien and Leah Hernandez, 2 from Hannah Iacomelli, and 1 from Reagan Holbrook. Gets you 26 points for the Vikings, who finished today shooting 13 of 34 from the free throw line. With this, the Vikings fall to 0-6. The White Buffaloes improve to 4-1. We're going to step aside for a very, very brief intermission, probably about 5 or so minutes, as we get ready for the boys' game tonight between the Mazama Vikings and the Madras White Buffaloes. That's coming at you in just a few minutes on mybasin.com. Our coverage of the Gino's Cafe Game of the Week continues next. Glad to be with you on a Saturday afternoon in Klamath Falls as the Mazama Vikings get ready to take on the Madras White Buffaloes in our Gino's Cafe Game of the Week. The Vikings enter with a record of 1-4, coming off of a loss last night to Sisters, 72-50. Meantime, the Madras White Buffaloes are unblemished on the new season. They are 4-0, coming off a win last night against Klamath Union, 64-46. We'll talk a little bit about how the preseason has gone for each of these teams. We'll meet the starting lineups coming up in just a little bit as we continue your coverage from Valhalla Court on the campus of Mazama High School for the Gino's Cafe Game of the Week.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Be great.
Participate.
Threads. There are many threads that run through our region. There are churches and schools and little league teams that bring us together and bind us into communities. There are roads and cars, there are houses and jobs and businesses, all woven together to make the fabric of our communities. There are financial threads that are part of that tapestry as well. For over 80 years, it's been our pleasure to be headquartered here, providing financial services to generations of our friends and neighbors. From that first savings account, to retirement planning, and all of the cars and houses and groceries in between, we keep your money local, investing it back into our communities, adding more threads to the fabric to make our communities stronger. Pacific Crest Federal Credit Union. Find your path.
Sports was kind of what defined me as a person. I loved to play every sport I could possibly play. The Abbeys was really the family stomping ground for all of our community. Saturday afternoon soccer tournaments, we'd head over to Abbeys afterwards. And then when we got up into middle school, on our way home, we'd stop at Abbeys after basketball games. When I go home, I want to see two things when I drive through Winston. I want to see my Abbeys, and I want to see my high school. And those are the two memories that stick out the most to me.
Madras visiting from 3 hours down Highway 97, just a little ways north of Bend here at Valhalla Court, looking to improve on their perfect 4-0 season so far. Last night defeating Klamath Union 64-46. This is a squad that made the state tournament last year. Found themselves in Forest Grove. They were there a couple of seasons ago as well. Last year winning the Consolation Championship, finishing what would be, I believe, a fourth place in the tournament last year, coming up against a Viking squad who's starting to find their identity. As Ryan Millsap, another season under with the Vikings, most of his roster this year are seniors. By my count, only 3 players are not. That's Micah Piscatello, Brody Mahone, and Jagger Jackson. Otherwise, everybody he's got is a senior. This is a group that's played together for a number of years. They like to play fast. They like to play aggressive. And the Vikings, for just the second time on their home floor this season, or pardon me, the third time on their home floor this season, looking to pick up their first win. They lost to Bend back on December 10th, 47-42. They lost last night to Sisters, 72-50. Their lone win on the season came at Astoria, 73-62. Haven't had much luck slowing other teams down on the defensive end, but scoring the ball, that is going to be this team's forte. As last night, I believe Gabe Nanny led his team in scoring. Look to see a lot from him, number 0, the guard for Mazama. Also hope to see a lot from Ryan Hayden, who was a second-team selection when it came to all-state football this last year. We learned that this week. I also look for a lot from guys like Kai Hunt, Deshaun Carter to get some action. Drake Peters hasn't seen a ton of minutes, but he's the kind of guy who's tall and can certainly contribute down low, down the stretch for this Mazama team. team as they look to grab a win in front of a growing home crowd today. We'll be back in just a few minutes to introduce you to the starting lineups for both teams as we continue your coverage from Mazama High School. The Gino's Cafe Game of the Week is next between the Vikings and the Buffaloes on MyBasin.com and News Talk 1150 and 92.9 KAGO.
At MyBasin.com, we bring you the power of local radio,
the pace and reach of social media,
the information of 24-hour news,
and the excitement of local sports.
We do this with a team of radio professionals that is second to none.
Klamath Falls is a community that we love and a place that we are proud to call home.
Klamath Falls deserves a media group that is as committed to you as you are to Klamath Falls.
MyBasin.com is your go-to place for news,
sports, events, and everything going on at home in Klamath Falls.
Seems like I've been away forever, wondering if you're coming home. I just saw your face, I know you're coming home. I swear there is no place that feels as good as home. And then I heard your voice, I know you're coming home.
This is where unconditional love and immeasurable happiness reside. This is home. Coldwell Banker, where home begins.
Right now at Les Schwab, it's the deal you've been waiting for. The Score More sales event. Save up to $160 instantly on a wide selection of 4 tires and 4 wheels. Plus, every tire is covered by America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. Because nobody stands by their tires like we do. It's a better deal on better tires with the best service in the business. Get more from Les.
Josh Eldridge back with you at the Gino's Cafe Game of the Week on News Talk 1150, 92.9 KAGO and MyBasin.com as the Mazama Vikings get ready to take on the Madras White Buffaloes. Still a couple of minutes away from tip-off tonight. Want to remind you, going on up at Danny Miles Court this evening, the Oregon Tech Hustlin' Owls taking on the SOU Raiders. The women's game begins at 5:30 tonight over on 104.3 and 960 Sports. Mike Safford going to be on the call there. And then at 7:30, the guys tip it off against SOU. Certainly looking forward to each of these contests tonight up at Danny Miles Court. It's Military Appreciation Night. So if you're former or retired military, you get in for free up there. Encourage you to stop on by and pack the gym. Saw earlier this week, that the Oregon Tech Hustlin' Owls lead the country in attendance at the NAIA ranks and the NCAA Division I ranks. If they had played up there, I think they'd be about middle of the pack is what I saw. So very excited to see the Hustlin' Owls tonight. But we focus here at Valhalla Court, joined by our public address announcer, Tom Keller, announcing our starting lineups tonight. And we'll start with the Madras Buffaloes. Sophomore, number 10, standing 5'11", John Buffalo Ball. We also see number 24, Isaiah Machete, the senior, standing 6 foot tall. Number 30, Angelo Perez, a junior, standing 6'1". Number 32, a senior, standing 6'3", Reed Similink. And number 34, Matthew Scott, a junior, standing 6'3". The Buffaloes are coached by Nick Brown. Now the starting lineup for the home team, the Mazama Vikings. Number 22, a sophomore, Brody Mahone. Number 30, Jagger Jackson. Number 2, a senior, Dominic Melgoza. Number 0, a senior, Gabe Nanny. And number 3, a senior, Ryan Hayden. The Mazama Vikings are coached by Ryan Millsap. He's assisted by Kyle Gomez. Todd Andrus, Cooper Roberts, Tim Bruner are our officiating squad today as we get ready for basketball. The Vikings in their home white uniforms. Blue numbers spell Vikings across their chest. And for Madras in their red uniforms, Madras written across their chest in white. In the circle to start this one is Similink with Ryan Hayden for the Vikings. And we are ready to go. Thank you so much for being with us this afternoon, wherever you might be, however you're grabbing our game broadcast today. Let's get to it. Opening tip-off is corralled by Madras. Pass comes to Perez on the near side. He's going to kick it over to Ball. Ball puts it on the deck, moving left. Picked up by Nanny. Now the pass goes down low. Similink trying to go up against number 22 from Mazama, Brody Mahone, and does. And so the first points of the ball game go to Madras. On the other side, Mazama trying to respond, won't get it to drop. Here come the White Buffaloes going the other way. Driving inside is Ball. Ball kicks it outside to Similink. Similink cutting to the rim for two, and it's in. He's got 4 quick points for Madras. Now Mazama coming the other way. With it now was Mahone. As that one tipped away, Mahone gets it back. Gonna throw it into a two-pointer that won't go. Rebound is picked up by Melgoza. His putback offline, and Madras with the rebound. Now here come the White Buffaloes. Perez, Euro steps to the cup, won't get it to drop. Rebound picked up and scored by Scott. 6-0, Madras leads early. 6:54 to go in the first quarter. Vikings with it on the other side. It's Mahone. He's gonna throw it to Hayden. Hayden now head of the key to Melgoza. Melgoza, ball high above his head, throws it over to Mahone. Mahone now straight away to Jackson. Jackson driving right with it, inside the arc. Underhand pass to Mahone. Mahone, a triple, front iron won't go. Rebound is battled for underneath and won by Madras. It's Scott who got the loose ball. His pass taken away by Mazama. Quick shot taken and missed by Jackson. All right, now here come the Vikings. Into the front court, it's Ball. Ball into the paint. Hands it to Similink, cutting to the cup. That won't go. He gets the ball back. Now it's back to Ball in the corner. Ball puts it on the deck, driving left. Ball now over to Similink. Similink trying to go to work down low. Shot off the glass and a charge taken by Dominic Melgoza. Similink driving in there. Wasn't a particularly hard foul, but it was there. Offensive foul against Madras. That's their first. 6:03 to go in the first, and the White Buffaloes lead 6-0. Ryan Hayden to inbound for Mazama. Inbound pass goes to Jackson. Jackson crosses the timeline. Trying to move right with it. Jackson now left, trying to split the defense. He's at the free throw line, loses the dribble, passes it outside to Nanny. Nanny now to Melgoza, swings it near side to Mahone. Mahone to Jackson. Jackson terminates the dribble left wing. Underhand pass goes outside to Mahone. Mahone trying to drive the right side, up off the glass. He's fouled on the shot. And so Brody Mahone heading to the line for two. Similink picking up his second foul, and he'll likely sub out here. He's got 4 of the 6 points for Madras so far. First chance at the line for Mazama comes for Brody Mahone. Mahone this season, a 55% free throw shooter. He missed it there. See if he can split his 2 trips. Second free throw is good. And so the Vikings on the board as they trail 6-1. Madras with it now. It's Ball bringing it up the far side of the floor. Takes a screen going right. He's going to throw it over to Adams coming off a screen for 3. No good. The rebound is picked up by Melgoza. And Jackson is going to travel after receiving the pass. 5:24 to go in the first quarter, and Madras leads 6-1. They'll inbound on the far side of the floor. It'll be Perez to do it. Now with it is Adams. Adams driving inside, kicks it out to Perez. Perez trying to drive left, back outside to Adams, into a triple, front iron no good. Madras with the rebound. It's Scott. Scott trying to go to work against Hayden on the left block. Fadeaway jumper is in, and a nice shot there by Matthew Supa Scott. The junior, standing 6'3", has got 4 points in the game. His team leads 8-1. Jackson trying to make it happen on the other side. Kicks it outside to Nanny from long range. Won't go, and the rebound picked up by Adams. Now it's Ball. Here comes Madras. He dribbles up to the perimeter, switches to his right hand, trying to back down the defender on the right block. He loses it. It's picked away by Mahone. Mahone, outnumbered in transition, loses the basketball, regains it, throws it to Jackson. Jackson, left elbow jumper, will not go. Rebound picked up by Melgoza. Back up and offline. This time, again, it's Scott with the glass. 8-1 the score. Madras leads, 4:20 to go in the first quarter. Here's Ball. Ball taking it along the right side. Backs out. Now to Adams. Adams is going to hand it off to Machete. Machete driving right into a triple, way offline. The rebound is picked up by Madras. Kicks it near corner to Ball. Catch and shoot three. No. Another rebound. This one again picked up by Ball. Rips his way to the rim and a foul. John Buffalo Ball to the line for two. The junior, standing 5'11", shooting the first free throws for Madras this afternoon. A fine time for us to remind you that the Gino's Cafe Game of the Week is brought to you by Gino's Cafe on East Main Street. They're open every morning at 6:30, serving their famous breakfast burritos. Those are served all day long, along with other menu items like burgers, burritos, and monthly specials. Order online at ilovegenos.com or order on DoorDash. First free throw offline from Ball. The second one meets the same fate. But Ryan Hayden collects the rebound for the Vikings, and here comes Mazama. It's Jagger Jackson. Loses the ball for a moment, but regains. Jackson along the far side of the floor. Jackson again has his pocket picked, but recollects. He's guarded tightly by Ball. Jackson gets around him, driving the right side, goes to the rim. He's fouled on the drive. No, on the shot. Jagger Jackson headed to the line for two. All of Mazama's free throws thus far coming at the line, all 1 point. Brody Mahone with a make earlier. Now it's Jagger Jackson's turn. That one rims off the left side. Jackson will try again. The Mazama Lady Vikings, who lost earlier today 61-26, had a heck of a time at the line. 13 of 34. These boys looking for a bit of a different outcome, and Jackson's second free throw is good. The score 8-2. 3:42 to go in the first quarter, and Ball to bring it up for the White Buffaloes. Brings it up. Head of the key, guarded by Hayden. He's going to throw it over to Scott. Scott now over to, well, here's Supa Scott. Tries to go up with it. Blocked by Jackson. Now with it is Scott. Scott on the far side. Bouncing it over to Perez. Now to Ball. Ball trying to drive the right lane. He's fouled. Tried to go up against Ryan Hayden. Hayden stood tall, but no doubt about that being a foul as Ball hit the deck hard. So for Mazama, for Madras, you've got Jay Scott, 6'4". He's number 14. Number 34, standing 6'3", is Matthew Supa Scott. He'll inbound. Supa Scott inbounds long to Rivera. Rivera going to hand it off to Perez. Perez, head of the key, driving the left side now. Guarded by Nanny. Kicks it outside. Three taken and missed by Scott. And here come the Vikings. It's Melgoza. Melgoza into the front court. Nice bounce pass and a find gives Jagger Jackson the first made field goal for the Vikings. Splits the lead in half. It's 8-4. 3 to go in the first. And here's Ball. Ball, three, no good. Rebound picked up by Nanny. Nanny lofts it ahead to Hayden. Hayden in the corner. Now finds its way to Jackson. His shot left short. And here comes Madras. It's Ball with it now. No, pardon me, that's actually Perez. Perez driving the left side, throws a layup off the glass, won't go. Nanny again, skies for the glass. Here's Nanny, head of the key, throws it near side to Melgoza. Melgoza in the corner to Drake Peters, who's checked into the game, back to Ryan Hayden. Ryan Hayden well beyond the arc on the left wing, dishes it down to Jackson. Jackson beyond the arc, straight away, finds Melgoza, cutting to the rim, and a 2-point bucket, and a good find gives Dominic Melgoza his first points of the game. 8-6, Mazama trails, 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Here's Ball. Ball taking the Super Scott screen right, and a timeout is called by Coach Brown. We'll take it to Mazama, trailing 8-6, a minute 50 to go in the first quarter. This is the Gino's Cafe Game of the Week on News Talk 1150 and 92.9 KAGO and mybasin.com.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
Vikings trailing 8-6 here in the first quarter. The Gino's Cafe Game of the Week, and my name is Josh Eldridge. Glad to be with you on the live stream today. Caitlin Rodriguez running the live stream camera. And as we get back into the action, let's see. 5 on the floor for Mazama. It's free throws good there for Gabe Nanny. And so we are tied up at 8. Here's Melgoza. Melgoza gets it to Hayden. Hayden with it. Now to pass intended to Nanny down low, picked up by Jackson. Jackson on the left elbow. Jackson, he's trapped. 17 to shoot for Mazama. Now here's Nanny. Nanny on the left block. Fadeaway jumper, back iron, no good. Hayden there for the putback. And the Vikings have a 10-8 lead with a minute and a half to go in the first quarter for Ryan Hayden. His first 2 points of the game. With it now is Machete. Machete terminates the dribble, left elbow. Now up to Super Scott, top of the key. Down low to Adams. Adams on the right block. He is trapped down low, a whistle. And a travel goes against Madras, and the Vikings creating a turnover. To inbound is Gabe Nanny. And it'll be Dominic Melgoza to bring the ball up the floor for the Vikings. Here's Melgoza. Melgoza fakes right, drives left, spins around, outside to Nanny, catch and shoot 3, no good. Rebound is picked up by Machete. Machete pushing the pace for the White Buffaloes into the front court. Takes a screen left. Left alone from distance, you bet. Wow, he was left all alone from long range. And Machete with a triple. Madras back up in front, 11-10. 40 seconds to go in the first quarter. Here's Jackson now on the right wing. Finds Nanny off a screen. He answers. Nanny catch and shoot 3. Vikings back up by 2. 13-11. And for Nanny, he's got his first bucket of the game. Bringing it up the floor is Machete. Machete again left alone from distance. His shot wide left. Rebound goes out of bounds. Last touched by Drake Peters. So Madras will inbound underneath the bucket. It's Perez to do it. Finds Super Scott, head of the key. Throws it near corner to Machete. Machete back to Super Scott. Down low to Adams. Adams back to Super Scott. Down low. Gets Hayden to jump. It's ripped away by Melgoza. 3-on-3 in the fast break. Nanny loses it. It's picked up by Perez. Buffaloes come the other way. 3 seconds to go. Super Scott at the buzzer. He's fouled with 0.2 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Ryan Hayden will pick up his second foul and a chance to tie it at the end of the first quarter for Matthew Super Scott. He's got 4 points. This is his first trip to the free throw line today. It's good, brings him within 1, 13-12. Second free throw is good. Tied up at 13, and that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. It's been back and forth so far. Hoping for more of it as we continue your coverage from Valhalla Court. This is the Gino's Cafe Game of the Week on News Talk 1150 and 92.9 KAGO and mybasin.com.
Comfortable and not corporate. At Clown Falls Subaru, we built our business on that simple promise. Well, that and some of the best people you're ever going to meet. Hi, I'm Rob Cedar, General Manager at Clown Falls Subaru. Our 62 employees make it easy for us to live up to our comfortable, not corporate philosophy. Friendly faces, easy answers, straight talk, fairness, and exceptional service. These are the things you expect. These are the things that all of our people deliver. Our management team, sales pros, certified service and body shop techs, lot attendants, and detail experts are all 100% focused on you. Local people putting their friends and neighbors first. At Clown Falls Subaru, that's the only way we do business. It's comfortable, not corporate. Our team members also spend hundreds of hours each year supporting local charities and events through the Subaru Love Promise. That's the kind of people they are. We're very proud of them. They're your friends, they're your neighbors, they're glad to know you, and they want you to be glad to know them too. I'm Rob, and this is what makes us comfortable, not corporate.
Josh Eldridge back with you from Mazama High School, our Gino's Cafe Game of the Week. Through one quarter, it's tied at 13 between Madras and Mazama. Here's Dominic Melgoza as the Vikings start with the ball coming out of the break. Melgoza on the left elbow, underhand pass to Nanny. Triggers one from just inside the arc, won't go. And Supa Scott with the rebound. Here comes Madras. With it is Machete. Machete, head of the key, guarded by Nanny. Now on the left elbow, throws it over to Similink. Similink down low to Supa Scott. Guarded by Peters on the right block. Throws up a shot that drops. Oh, my. A good bucket there by Matthew Supa Scott. He has got 8 tonight. His team leads 15-13. Here's Melgoza to Nanny on the left wing. Nanny has it poked loose but recollects. Nanny resets the dribble, splitting up the defense, up and in. Gabe Nanny responds straight in the face of Supa Scott. He's got 5 points, tied at 15. Here's Supa Scott, walks into what he thought was a triple, then throws it over to Ball. Ball brings it back out right wing, throws it over to Similink. Similink down low to Supa Scott. He's on the left elbow, barreling through defenders, and a whistle. They're going to call a flop on Mazama. Supa Scott driving in low. Mazama player fell over. They're calling a flop. Coach Millsap justifiably upset. And here's Dominic Melgoza, the player who hit the deck, saying, it's not a flop, I just fell over. That's a big guy. Matthew Supa Scott's probably the biggest guy, probably weighs the most on the floor. He's a good athlete. And they're pleading their case. I think Melgoza is saying, if I didn't flop, how did I flop? Which is a justifiable gripe. It didn't look like one to me up here, but I'm not down on the floor. Todd Andrus on the call there was right there for it, and tend to give the benefit of the doubt for officials, but Ryan Millsap of the Vikings, he's voicing his complaint. We saw 3 technical fouls assessed in the girls' game. And so along with that, Madras' bucket's going to count. 17-15, they lead. Mazama looking to respond. Here's Gabe Nanny underneath the bucket, battling through defenders, and he does not get fouled. Took quite a bit of contact, no whistle. And now here comes Madras. It's Ball coming off a screen, guarded by Peters. Throws it over to Similink. Similink, he's going to hand it off to Ball. Ball picked up by Baker, spinning around, loses the dribble, and a foul. This one, I think, is going to be going against Mazama as well. Dominic Melgoza whistled for this one. It is the second Mazama foul in a minute and a half into the quarter. John Ball to inbound. Ball is going to find Machete coming off a screen. Corner 3 taken and missed, but Ball gets the rebound. At the free throw line, kicks it back outside to Machete. Machete over to Similink. Similink at the half-court logo. He's going to hand it off to Ball. Ball picked up by Peters. Underhand pass to Machete. Machete thought about a 3, bounces it to Supa Scott. At the free throw line, his jumper is in and out. Rebound picked up by Nanny, and it gets poked out. Out of bounds, last touched by Madras, and so Mazama takes it up, trailing by 2. 6:04 to go in the second quarter. Light press coming out from the Madras defense, but Melgoza gets around it. Right-handed running floater off the mark. Rebound is battled for underneath, but finally ripped away by Rivera. Here's Machete into the front court. Machete throws it over to Ball. Ball takes a screen right, driving inside, kicks it outside to Simmelink, and a 10-foot jumper is in. Madras up by 4, and for Simmelink, he's got 6 points. He was in foul trouble in that first quarter. Here we see him in the second, already connecting with the bucket. Melgoza, head of the key, bounces it to Nanny, cutting to the rim, he's fouled. Give and go gets Nanny to the free throw line for Mazama. He's already got 5 points. Now looking for a pair more. Trying to bring his team within 2. Today's broadcast on MyBasin.com brought to you by Les Schwab Tires. Having the right set of tires and wheels on your vehicle is just part of an essential safety checklist. That's why Les Schwab does more than install tires and wheels. If you're traveling this holiday season, stop on by for a free pre-trip safety check. They're going to make sure that everything's in working order at Les Schwab Tires. 2 free throws taken and made for Gabe Nanny. He's got 7 points. His team trails by 2. It is 19-17, 5:20 to go in the first half. Pass comes near side to Ball. Ball dumps it down low to Super Scott, bodies his way to the rim and scores. He's been tough to contain early for the Vikes. 21-17. Melgoza kicks it outside to Hayden, now to Nanny. Takes a screen left, gets it to Hayden on the left wing, now throws it over to Jackson. Jackson takes a screen left. He tries to get rid of it. Splits up the defense, up with a tough shot that won't go. Rebound is picked up by Madras. Now here's Ball. Ball crosses the timeline for the White Buffaloes. He takes it going left, head of the key. Now to Super Scott. Super Scott trying to dump it down low to his teammate Simmelink. It's tipped out by Jackson as Deshaun Carter checks in and Madras maintains possession. To inbound is Ball. Ball finds it to Machete coming off a screen. Quick trigger and a triple is made. That was Isaiah Machete with 6 points now on 2 made triples. His team up by 7. Here's Jackson with it on the far side. Jackson to Carter. Can he answer with a triple? No. Rebound is picked up by Super Scott. Now in front to Simmelink. And here is Perez. Back to Simmelink, head of the key. Throws it to Ball left wing. Ball trying to find Machete coming off a screen again. Picked up by Jackson. Steps to the left. Now back to Perez. Perez guarded by Nanny well beyond the arc. Now to Simmelink and a whistle away from the bucket. The official is going to call a whistle because John Ball had his shoes untied. Just trying to make sure it's safe there. And let's see, are they going to reset the shot clock a little bit? Should go back up to 25, I think. Nope, they're going to keep it at 13 seconds. Here's Ball after the inbound. 10 to shoot now for Madras. Ball taking a screen left. Finds Super Scott. Dumps it down low to Simmelink. Kicks it outside to Perez. 3 to shoot. Driving to the rim is Super Scott and a charge. Deshaun Jackson had his feet set in the paint and took the harm. And subs coming in for Madras. Troy Adams subs in for Simmelink. That is his 3rd foul. He's in trouble. 3:46 to go in the second quarter. Madras leads Mazama 24-17. Vikings trying to break this Mazama press, and they do. Dominic Melgoza into the front court. Melgoza hands it off to Jackson. Jackson on the right wing. Underhand pass to Hayden in the far corner. Hayden swings it to Carter, right wing. Carter finds Hayden cutting to the rim. He can't complete the pass, and Madras gets it. Pass into the front court intended for Super Scott, picked away by Carter. And now the Vikings, a chance to go the other way. Here's Jackson with it. Jackson with it, head of the key, now driving the right lane, terminates the dribble, spins around, a shot up off the rim, won't go, and Adams with the rebound for Madras. Gives it to Ball. brings it across the Viking at half court. Near side, Machete, three, no. And Nanny with the rebound. 3 minutes to go in the half, and Mazama trails by 7. Gabe Nanny bounces it ahead to Jackson. Jackson fakes left, drives right, around a screen, into a triple, no. Rebound is picked up by Melgoza. The putback left short, and Madras again with the rebound. It's Ball. Ball guarded by Melgoza. Takes a screen left, now trying to go down the left lane. Kicks it back outside to Machete. Long three, no. Rebound wrestled for by Supascott and Nanny. It's safe from going out of bounds, but Melgoza gets the board. Here's Melgoza bringing it up. Bounce pass down low to Nanny. Turnaround is good. Breaks a scoreless streak for both teams there, 24-19. Mazama trails 2:15 to go in the first half. Ball at the right elbow, kicks it outside to Machete. Machete, top of the key, bounces it to Supascott now on the right wing. Throws it over to Ball, right side. Ball takes a screen going left, steps into a triple, yes. Ball with his first made bucket is a triple, pushing the score now 27-19. Mazama trails. Here's Jackson. He thought about a triple. Throws it over to Nanny. He'll offer up at it. No, just rims out. And here comes Madras. Ahead to Machete. Machete goes to the rim. Too strong on the layup. Rebound picked up by Madras. Adams contested under the cup. Gets it out to Machete. No on the triple. And the rebound goes out of bounds. Last touched by Machete on the shot. 27-19. Mazama trails, a minute 33 to go in the second quarter. Some subs coming in for both teams. I see Brody Leonard in for Madras. I also see Rivera checking back in and a steal. Madras is John Buffalo Ball, the sophomore, rips it away. Now here's Madras. Ball on the right side. Takes a screen going left, picked up by Carter. Pass goes to Adams. Catch and shoot, triple, yes. Adams with his first made bucket is a three-pointer, for Madras today. That's 4 made triples compared to Mazama's 1. Score 30-19, a minute to go in the half. And again, another steal by Madras. Rivera takes it, passed it to Adams. Adams kicks it back out to Leonard. Leonard has it taken away by Carter. Now the Vikings, Nanny outnumbered in transition, loses the basketball, scramble for it under the net, and a foul. This is going to be a foul on Rivera. His second foul, third for Madras. Coming in for Mazama, I believe it's Connor Baker. Gabe Nanny to inbound. Long inbound to Deshaun Carter. Deshaun Carter is going to travel. He's trying to make a case that he was pushed, but regardless, picked up his feet when he picked up the ball. He did travel ultimately. 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Ball. Ball kicks it near corner to Rivera. Rivera trying to drive to the rim. Outside, Machete three, too strong. Carter with the rebound. Shot clock is off, 27 seconds to go. Vikings looking for points to end this half. Carter trapped in the far corner, gets rid of it to Jackson. Jackson on the right wing. Spins around the defender, straight to the rim. Reverse layup won't go. The rebound is picked up by Ball. 9 seconds to go. Ball brings it up for Madras. Ball driving to the right side, inside the paint, outside, step back three for Rivera. He will travel before the shot. 0.5 seconds left to go. Mazama could hypothetically grab it and heave it half court. Baker to inbound to Nanny. Ball is tipped out. That will bring us to the end of the first half. Madras in front, 30-19. The Gino's Cafe Game of the Week on News Talk 1150 and 92.9 KAGO and on mybasin.com. We'll be back as we get ready for our halftime show this afternoon. So stick with us.
At mybasin.com, we bring you the power of local radio,
the pace and reach of social media,
the information of 24-hour news,
and the excitement of local sports.
We do this with a team of radio professionals that is second to none.
Klamath Falls is a community that we love and a place that we are proud to call home.
Klamath Falls deserves a media group that is as committed to you as you are to Klamath Falls.
mybasin.com is your go-to place for news,
sports, events, and everything going on at home in Klamath Falls.
I just saw your face. I know you're coming home. I swear there is no place that feels as good as home. And then I heard your voice. I know you're coming home. I know you're coming home.
This is where unconditional love and immeasurable happiness reside. This is home. Coldwell Banker, where home begins.
Right now at Les Schwab, it's the deal you've been waiting for. The Score More sales event. Save up to $160 instantly on a wide selection of 4 tires and 4 wheels. Plus, every tire is covered by America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. Because nobody stands by their tires like we do. It's a better deal on better tires with the best service in the business. Get more from Les.
Josh Eldridge back with you as we continue your coverage from Mazama High School for the Gino's Cafe Game of the Week. And at halftime, Madras leads Mazama 30-19. We'll give you the leading scorers as we have them so far. For Madras, 10 points from Matthew Supa Scott. He leads his team. He's helped out by 6 points from Reed Simmelink and Isaiah Rubio Machete. Each of those guys have 6 points. 3 points from Troy Adams and John Ball, along with 2 from Jay Scott. Give you 30 points for the Madras White Buffaloes. For Mazama, they are led in scoring by Gabe Nanny with 9 points, 4 from Dominic Melgoza, 3 from Jagger Jackson, 2 from Ryan Hayden, and 1 from Brody Mahone. Your scorers so far for the Mazama Vikings. So far, at least to my estimation, this game has really come down to a couple of key 3-point buckets from Troy Adams and Isaiah Machete. Anytime the Vikings get close, it's been 3-pointers and quick buckets that allow Madras to separate themselves. And frankly, they're doing a better job on both sides of the offensive and defensive glass. Mazama going to have to buckle down on the boards if they want a chance to come back and win this game. But so far, everything's panning out in terms of the scoring leaderboards, probably as Mazama expected it to. Gabe Nanny has led his team in scoring this season with 14 points. Ryan Hayden has 2 points, but he's typically up there with about 10.5 points. Dominic Melgoza, 7.5 for the season. And so they're just looking to get more buckets. This Vikings squad who had a little bit of a roll starting that second quarter. It dried up at the end of that second quarter, and they've just got to look for it again here in the third as they trail by 11. Certainly a lot of basketball left to be played. This lead not insurmountable. Coach Millsap and his senior-led team have been here before, and they're going to look for a win on their home floor for the first time this season. Going to take a break here on the halftime show. When we come back, we'll take a look at what else has been happening in the Basin this weekend. Take a look ahead at tonight. The big main event for lots of basketball in the Basin is up at Oregon Tech. Details on that in just a bit as we continue your halftime show from Valhalla Court on mybasin.com and News Talk 1150 and 92.9 KAGO.
Sports was kind of what defined me as a person. I love to play every sport I could possibly play. The Abbeys was really the family stomping ground for all of our community. Saturday afternoon, soccer tournaments, we'd head over to Abbeys afterwards. And then when we got up into middle school, on our way home, we'd stop at Abbeys after basketball games. When I go home, I want to see two things when I drive through Winston. I want to see my Abbeys, and I want to see my high school. And those are the two memories that stick out the most to me.
Right now at Les Schwab, it's the deal you've been waiting for. The Score More sales event. Save up to $160 instantly on a wide selection of 4 tires and 4 wheels. Plus, every tire is covered by America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. Because nobody stands by their tires like we do. It's a better deal on better tires with the best service in the business. Get more from Les.
Madras leads at halftime, 30-19 in the Gino's Cafe Game of the Week. It's been a great weekend of basketball in the Basin so far. Let's go down some scores from yesterday, and we'll start with the Mazama Vikings from yesterday, who lost to Sisters 72-50. Madras comes into this game after a win against Klamath Union 64-46. Also last night, picking up their second win of the season were the Henley boys, who defeated Ashland 56-49. Way to go to the Hornets there, picking up a road win for the first time this season. And then down in the 2A classification, it was Bonanza, who thumped Umpqua Valley Christian 69-31. On the girls' side, the Mazama Vikings lost last night to Sisters 64-44. Madras defeated Klamath Union 69-56. Down in the 2A class, the Bonanza Lady Antlers lost to Brookings Harbor 48-33. And in California, the Tule Lake Lady Honkers lost to Willows 50-21. That drops Tule Lake to 4-4. More basketball on the way tonight up at Danny Miles Court. The Oregon Tech Hustlin' and Lady Owls taking on Southern Oregon in Military Appreciation Night. The women begin at 5:30, the men at 7:30, and should be a good one tonight, capping off a great main event in a weekend of basketball in the Klamath Basin. My name is Josh Eldridge. Glad I could be with you for this short while on your Saturday afternoon. We're going to take one more break here on the halftime show, and when we come back, it's third quarter action. The Gino's Cafe Game of the Week on News Talk 1150 and 92.9 KAGO and mybasin.com. Right now, Madras 30, Mazama 19. We'll be back with.
At mybasin.com, we bring you the power of local radio,
the pace and reach of social media,
the information of 24-hour news,
and the excitement of local sports.
We do this with a team of radio professionals that is second to none.
Klamath Falls is a community that we love and a place that we are proud to call home.
Klamath Falls deserves a media group that is as committed to you as you are to Klamath Falls.
mybasin.com is your go-to place for news,
sports, events, and everything going on at home in Klamath Falls.
This is where unconditional love and immeasurable happiness reside. This is home. Coldwell Banker, where home begins.
Right now at Les Schwab, it's the deal you've been waiting for. The Score More sales event. Save up to $160 instantly on a wide selection of 4 tires and 4 wheels. Plus, every tire is covered by America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. Because nobody stands by their tires like we do. It's a better deal on better tires with the best service in the business. Get more from Les.
29 1150 KAGO and on mybasin.com for the Gino's Cafe game of the week. At halftime, Madras leads Mazama 30-19. Getting ready for the third quarter of action right now. 5 on the floor for Mazama. It's going to be Ryan Hayden, Gabe Nanny, Dominic Melgoza, Jagger Jackson, and Brody Mahone. For Madras, John Buffalo Ball, Isaiah Rubio Machete, Matthew Supascott, Reed Similic, and Angelo Perez. Here we go. It's Madras to start it with the third quarter. Pass goes down low. Hayden playing tough defense against Similink, and the ball gets knocked loose. Mazama going the other way. Gabe Nanny, coast to coast. He will get fouled. And Gabe Nanny earning 2 free throws right off the bat here in the third quarter. In the third quarter. In the first half, he had 9 points and a 2-for-2 day from the free throw line so far for the team's leader in scoring. Knocking down a free throw there, bringing it back within 10. Gabe Nanny looking for his second make from the line. He will not get it. Rebound is collected by Ryan Hayden. He tries to go for the shot, but has it knocked away by Supascott. Now Madras going from right to left in their red uniforms, Mazama in white. Here's Ball, throwing it in the far corner to Perez. Perez tried to bounce it down low, but it's picked away by Melgoza. Melgoza is fouled in transition. Not on the shot, I think. And Mazama will inbound at the baseline, but 2 quick fouls against Madras. This one picked up by Ball. It's his first. All right, Gabe Nanny to inbound. Long inbound pass into the hands of Jagger Jackson. Jackson trying to cut up the defense himself. Shoots from 8 feet. It won't go. The rebound picked up by Madras. Ball crosses the timeline for the White Buffaloes. Takes a Similink screen left, then switches to his right side. Finds Machete. Machete, head of the key, guarded by Melgoza. Throws it to Similink right wing. Similink puts it on the deck, brings it around, head of the key. He's going to hand it off to Perez. Perez throws it over to Ball. Ball takes a screen left, now driving the left side, outside to Machete for 3, in and out. Rebound picked up by Madras, and Supascott fouled on the shot. He'll earn 2 at the free throw line here. The 6'3" junior from Madras leading his team in scoring with 10 points. He's 2 for 2 at the line so far, trying to extend his team's lead. That free throw is good. Madras looking to stay undefeated on the season. Right now 4-0. As Supascott drains both free throws, his team leads 32-20. All right, here comes Jagger Jackson. Jackson dribbling with his right hand, kicks it over to Mahone. Mahone now to Melgoza. Melgoza, top of the key, back to Mahone. Mahone bouncing it down low to Nanny. On the right block, underhand pass to Mahone, cutting to the rim, and a nice find by Gabe Nanny for an assist. Back down to a 10-point advantage for Madras. 6:27 to go in the third quarter. Here's Ball. Ball to Similink, head of the key. Bouncing it down low to Supascott. On the right elbow, guarded by Hayden. Goes up with the shot. It is good over the outstretched hand of 6'4" Ryan Hayden. 34-22, Madras in front. 6:11 to go in the third quarter. How about a corner 3 for Mahone? No, and the rebound is picked up by Machete. Loose ball picked up by Nanny. He misses the shot, tries to go for another and gets it. Heads up defense by Nanny to pick up the loose ball and score after an offensive rebound. Back down to a 10-point game, 34-24. 5:50 to go in the third quarter. Here's Ball with it straight away. Finds it Supascott. Supascott into a triple, leaves it well short. Rebound picked up by Jackson. Jackson pushing the pace for the Vikes. Brings it to the near side. Throws it over to Melgoza. Melgoza, ball high above his head. Now passes to Jackson. Jackson trying to drive the right side, loses the dribble. It was tipped out by Madras, so Mazama will hold on to it. underneath the bucket. 19 to shoot. Someone's got to inbound. And Melgoza to inbound. Finds Hayden. Hayden close to the rim. Up with the shot. The bucket is good, and the foul for Ryan Hayden. Hayden using his strength inside, the all-state football player, and one. Now he's got to make the free throw. It'll rim out, no good. Super Scott with the board. They've got him trapped. He loses it for a moment, tries to get it to Ball, but it's taken away by Mahone. Good defense by Mazama. Mahone bouncing it down low to Jackson. It's tipped away, picked up by Ball. Still, battle for it on the near side, won by the Vikings. The shot taken and missed by Jackson, and finally, Madras escapes the danger zone. Here's Super Scott with it, throws it over to Ball. Ball trying to get around his defender. Left elbow jumper, high arcing shot off the glass, no good. And Jackson with the rebound. Jackson bringing it along the far side of the floor. Loses it for a moment, but it's picked up by Melgoza. Melgoza back to Jackson. Jackson, head of the key. Underhand pass to Mahone. Mahone straight away, thought about a triple, then thinks twice. Now back to, well, here's Melgoza with it. Over to Mahone. 13 to shoot for the Vikings. Mahone, left elbow jumper off the glass, no good. And Simmelink with the rebound. And a timeout is called by Madras as Mazama's press is too much for the White Buffaloes. The Vikings surging with 4:24 to go in the third quarter. They trail 34-26. We'll step aside in the Gino's Cafe Game of the Week on News Talk 1150 and 92.9 KAGO.
At mybasin.com, we bring you the power of local radio,
the pace and reach of social media,
the information of 24-hour news,
and the excitement of local sports.
We do this with a team of radio professionals that is second to none.
Klamath Falls is a community that we love and a place that we are proud to call home.
Klamath Falls deserves a media group that is as committed to you as you are to Klamath Falls.
mybasin.com is your go-to place for news,
sports, events, and everything going on at home in Klamath Falls.
34-26, Madras in front of Mazama. This boys basketball game continues. Early season contest, Mazama 1-4. Madras 4-0 entering this game. The Vikings looking to knock off an undefeated team. Still trailing though, down by 8. Here's Ball with it, dribbling along the right side. Gets inside, tries to get the pass to Simmelink and does. He's in the far corner, guarded by Melgoza. Now it's Super Scott. Super Scott hands it off to Perez. Perez kicks it outside to Machete. Machete at the free throw line. Back outside to Perez. He won't shoot. Back to Ball in the near corner. 4 to shoot. Pass goes over to Ball. 1 second to get the shot off, and Mazama forces a shot clock violation. Suffocating defense for the Vikings. And they create the turnover. Now Madras, they might try a soft press here as Super Scott into the front court. All right, inbound pass goes to Melgoza. They're just going to allow Machete to guard him up all the way into the front court. Pass goes to Jackson. Jackson on the right wing. Tries to bounce it down low to Nanny and does. Nanny, contested shot on the right block, won't go. Super Scott with the rebound. He throws it to Ball. Ball ahead to Machete. Machete trying to take it himself, and he will be fouled by Ryan Hayden. Hayden tried to go up for the block, swinging those arms around. He's a defensive end and a tight end. It's big arms. And you wound up fouling Machete on the shot. Machete with 2 made triples today. He's got 6 points, but this is his first trip to the line. Trying to push the lead back out to 10. He makes his first. Hayden checks out for Mazama. Drake Peters is in. We're also going to see Connor Baker come in for Gabe Nanny. Vikings getting some reserves in at the second half of the third quarter. Second free throw pending for Machete. It's good. And he will be subbed out for Troy Adams. And back up to a 10-point difference. And Madras, a bit more of a press here. Just lightly guarding Melgoza up the floor. Now trying to drive inside was Melgoza. Loses the dribble but recollects. He's going to get it out to Jackson in the corner. Back to Melgoza on the left wing. Melgoza puts it on the deck. Underhand pass outside to Mahone. Mahone tried to get it underneath, but it is tipped away, or actually just an out-of-bounds pass. Madras coming up the floor. Pass into the front court. Quick three taken and missed by Troy Adams. Now here come the Vikings. Mahone with it. Kicks it outside to Baker. Baker to Peters in the far side. Bouncing it down low to Jackson. Back to Peters in the far corner. Swings it left side to Mahone. Here's Melgoza driving to the rim. High off the glass. It rolls off. No good. The rebound is picked up by Simmelink. Simmelink brings it up. Guarded by Jackson. Throws it to Ball. Ball driving the right side around the defender. High off the glass. He gets fouled. And that will send Ball to the free throw line. 36-26. Mazama trails Madras with 2:30 to go in the third quarter. Ball is 0 for 2 at the line, but he does have one made triple, and that's all of his 3 points. That first free throw rattles around but drops. 4 points now for the sophomore. Second free throw. That one is left short. Rebound picked up by Drake Peters. It's an 11-point game, 37-26. Mazama trails, 2:24 to go in the third quarter. Here's Melgoza. Throws it near side to Mahone. Mahone. He's going to find Jackson curling off a screen. Tries to get it back to Mahone, cutting to the rim. He is going to get fouled on the floor. Collision of bodies down low. They're going to call, I believe, Rivera with the foul. Yeah, that's his third. Fourth for Madras in this third quarter. That foul was on the floor, so Melgoza will inbound. Bounces it to Baker on the right elbow. Outside to Peters, top of the key. Now to Melgoza, right side. Gets it to Jackson. Jackson on the right wing, inside the arc. He's going to find Mahone. One step inside the perimeter, too strong off the glass. And Madras with the rebound. Ball now coming the other way. Ball going to take it himself, coast to coast, and he will score. 39-26. Mazama trails Madras. Melgoza up with the shot. Too strong off the glass. Loose ball batted out to Simmelink. He's going to take it all the way himself. He tries to dunk it. It won't go. Rebound picked up by Baker. He is battled with underneath, and we're going to have held ball. And that is the call. Held ball possession. Let's see. It should be Mazama ball. Gabe Nanny checking back in. He will come in for Brody Mahone. And Mazama to inbound. Gets it to Peters. Peters to Nanny. Corner three for Nanny. Rims out. And it's collected by Madras. And Mazama was shooting on the wrong side of the floor. They took a shot at their own bucket. I thought that's what was going on. But Madras with a free bucket, 41-26. Mental breakdown there for the Vikes. As here's Melgoza. Melgoza with it now on the near side. Melgoza trying to dribble around the defender. Bounces it to Nanny. Straight to the rim. Leaves the open layup short. Now under a minute to go in the third quarter. 41-26. Madras in front. Ball. He's going to throw it to Super Scott, down low to Simmelink, up off the glass, rims out, rebound picked up by Melgoza. Melgoza, up the floor he goes, crossing the timeline. Now over to Jackson. Jackson trying to drive baseline on the right side, terminates the dribble, but gets left open, misses the layup, and the rebound is picked up by Madras. Ball gonna walk it up the floor. The White Buffaloes get the last shot of this quarter. Here's Ball with it. Ball on the right side. Gets it to Super Scott. Goes with the right-handed layup, but he gets fouled with 8.7 to go in the third quarter. He's already got 14 points, looking to add a couple more. Group of subs getting ready to check in for Madras, and we'll have Ryan Hayden check in for Mazama as well. All right, 2 free throws coming up for Matthew Supascott. First one is in. So let's give you the 5 for Madras on the floor real quickly. It's going to be Perez, Adams, Supascott, Plazola, and I believe Machete is out there as well. Oh, and we're going to see Jay Scott check in for Supascott. Second free throw was good for him, and so the score is now 43-26 with 8.7 to go in the third quarter. Mazama working quickly. Melgoza trying to take it to the cup himself, and does. He scores. And Madras, a full court heave, hits rim, but does not drop. We will go to the fourth quarter with Mazama trailing Madras 43-28 in the Gino's Cafe Game of the Week on News Talk 1150 and 92.9 KAGO.
Comfortable and not corporate. At Clownful Subaru, we built our business on that simple promise. Well, that and some of the best people you're ever going to meet. Hi, I'm Rob Cedar, General Manager at Clownfall Subaru. Our 62 employees make it easy for us to live up to our comfortable, not corporate philosophy. Friendly faces, easy answers, straight talk, fairness, and exceptional service. These are the things you expect. These are the things that all of our people deliver. Our management team, sales pros, certified service and body shop techs, lot attendants, and detail experts are all 100% focused on you. Local people putting their friends and neighbors first. At Clownfall Subaru, that's the only way we do business. It's comfortable, not corporate. Our team members also spend hundreds of hours each year supporting local charities and events through the Subaru Love Promise. That's the kind of people they are. We're very proud of them. They're your friends, they're your neighbors, they're glad to know you, and they want you to be glad to know them too. I'm Rob, and this is what makes us comfortable, not corporate.
Back with you with fourth quarter action in progress as the Madras White Buffaloes lead the Mazama Vikings 43-28. A missed shot by Madras gives Mazama the basketball. Here comes Dominic Melgoza. He'll be fouled in transition. Melgoza ended that third quarter with points for Mazama. They started that third quarter out well, outscoring Madras seven straight points, I believe, to start that third quarter, but then Madras came out in a big way. Gabe Nanny tries for 3. Yes, sir. Trying to make it a ball game, Gabe Nanny. 43-31, 7.5 to go in the fourth quarter. Pass in the near corner for Madras. Now trying to get around the defender is Perez, a whistle. And some subs coming in for the White Buffaloes. It's Simmelink and Supascott. Madras finds Simmelink cutting off a screen and a whistle on the shot. I think that'll be against who was that against? Let's see. Peters picks up the foul. That is his second. And at the free throw line is Reed Simmelink, the senior, standing 6'3", has 6 points today, but this is his first chance at the free throw line. Makes his first. Second one on the way. That one is also good. 45-31, 7:18 to go in the fourth quarter. Peters finds Nanny close to the rim, and he scores. Here comes Madras the other way. It's Machete. Machete guarded well beyond the arc, gets it to Supascott, now dishes it to Simmelink. Simmelink back to Machete. Machete in the far corner. Finds Supascott now on the right block. 4 Vikings around him and a foul. That foul is going to be called against Connor Baker, who's now into the game for the Vikes. Deshaun Carter checks in for Drake Peters. And John Ball checks in for Dre Pazzola. Madras inbounds, find Machete, quick off a corner three, no good, but Simmelink for the long rebound. Simmelink kicks it outside to Ball. Here he is on the left wing. Now Super Scott down low against Carter. Tries to go up with it. Tough shot, will not go. And Baker with the rebound. Vikings trailing by 12, 6.5 to go. Melgoza to Hayden on the left elbow. Gets it to Nanny. Nanny has the ball knocked loose. It goes out of bounds. Who gets the basketball? It is Mazama. Connor Baker to inbound. And he'll get it to Melgoza. Melgoza bounces it to Carter on the right elbow. Give and go to Melgoza. Scores. Back to a 10-point game. And that's 8 points for Dominic Melgoza. 6:06 to go. Ball, screen right. Gives it to Simmelink. Simmelink now straight away. One step inside the arc. Gives it out to Ball. Fires a triple that won't go. Carter with the rebound. Melgoza brings it up the floor as the Vikings try to trim it to single digits here. Dishes it out to Baker. Long two, no good. Rebound battled for underneath, but won by Madras. Ball bringing it up. Here's Ball. Ball on the right elbow. Kicks it out to Machete for a corner three. Bounces high off the rim and does not go. Rebound collected by Hayden, and here comes Melgoza. Melgoza brings it along the left side of the floor. Takes a Hayden screen right. Driving inside. Bounces it to Hayden. Shot from 10. Too strong. The rebound picked up by Madras. Here's Ball with it now. Ball throws it to Machete. Machete near side. Three. Not going to be taken by Perez. Here's Scott. Scott fading away. Hayden picks it loose. Now here's Melgoza on the right side of the floor. Melgoza to Baker. Baker to Carter now on the left wing. Carter trying to find it to Hayden down low. He was harassed by three White Buffaloes. Ball finds its way out to Baker. Fires a three, no. The rebound picked up by Madras. Machete in transition. Met at the cup by Carter. Kick it outside to Perez for three, no. And Hayden with the rebound. Teams trading misses in the middle part of this fourth quarter. Mazama needs to find the bucket here. Melgoza, long two, no. And again, Machete with the rebound. Madras going to slow it down, and they're actually going to call timeout. We'll take it too. 10-point game, 45-35, 4:20 to go in the fourth quarter. The Gino's Cafe Game of the Week.
Right now at Les Schwab, it's the deal you've been waiting for. The Score More sales event. Save up to $160 instantly on a wide selection of 4 tires and 4 wheels. Plus, every tire is covered by America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. Because nobody stands by their tires like we do. It's a better deal on better tires with the best service in the business. Get more from Les.
Fourth quarter action continues with 4:20 to go in the ball game. It's 45-35. Madras in front of Mazama. And it'll be White Buffalo's ball as we begin or resume play. Here's Ball with it straight away. Ball going to take a screen going right. Dump it down low to Super Scott. He finds Simmelink cutting to the rim, the foul, and the bucket. Big time score there from Reed Simmelink. He'll be shooting a free throw after it, trying to make it a 13-point game, and he can. It'll stay a 12-point contest. Here's Gabe Nanny. Nanny tries to get it to Melgoza. Loose ball picked up by Madras, and a foul is going to go against Gabe Nanny. Reed Simmelink now to inbound, gets it to Ball. Ball on the far side, guarded by Melgoza. Here he comes around the near side, cutting to the cup. Shot rejected by Hayden. Mazama going the other way. Melgoza loses the dribble in transition. Scramble for it at the left wing and a held ball. The team's continuing to jaw about it. Deshaun Carter rubbed the wrong way. And still talking about it. We got two officials, team captains over there. It was a whistle against Madras. No, a held ball, pardon me, and it's Mazama basketball. Here we go. Connor Baker to inbound. Gets it to Melgoza. Melgoza puts it on the deck. Spins around to his right side. Gets it to Hayden. Cutting to the rim, and the shot is no good. It is wiped off. Hayden charged in there, and the foul is collected by Madras. That was Simmelink standing in there to take the harm against Hayden. And so a bucket taken away by Mazama, trying to make it 10 points. And Mazama didn't get their subs in. They were upset about that. Here's Simmelink, head of the key for Madras. Bouncing it down low to Supascott. Supascott turns around, fadeaway jumper, rattles in. Madras up 49-35, running away with it here in the fourth quarter. Melgoza bounces it outside to Carter. Can he answer with a triple? No. The rebound picked up by Madras. Simmelink is going to get it ahead to Machete. Machete gets it to Simmelink. Simmelink straight to the rim on the freeway home. 51-35, Simmelink with the bucket. And a whistle. Peters looks to check in here. Peters checks in for Carter. The Vikings have it, 2:50 to go. They trail 51-35. Melgoza off a screen takes the inbound. Gets it down low to Hayden. Hayden has it knocked loose. Loose ball is kicked into Madras. It's Machete with it now. He'll bring it back out beyond the arc. Kicks it over to Perez. And Madras going to hold on. Going to start to drain that clock a bit. There's Ball with it. Ball driving inside. Shot from 8 left short. Gets his own rebound. Reverse layup, no. Third shot, no. Fourth shot, no. Mazama finally with a rebound. Throwing it into the front court, and it's picked up by Madras. Perez with the loose ball. Everything breaking the way of the White Buffaloes here in the fourth quarter. Perez with it. Takes a screen left, picked up by Peters. Throws it to Supascott on the right wing. Finds Ball close to the cup. Underhand pass to Simmelink. His shot blocked by Hayden. And he's the one who touches it as it goes out of bounds. Madras will get it. They'll inbound with 17 to shoot. Sub coming in for Mazama. Brody Mahone in for Connor Baker. Madras to inbound. They get it close to the rim. Kick it outside to Machete. Machete in the right corner to Supascott. Free throw line jumper rattles home. And another quick score. After the inbound, Peters fouled on the other side. 20-point game. This one has ballooned in favor of Madras. They slammed on the gas in this fourth quarter as Peters gets 2 free throws. First free throw from Peters offline. And he'll get a second. Peters' second free throw also rims out. Nanny trying to get the rebound, but it's won by Ball. Ball brings it into the front court. Well, he's yet to cross the timeline. Finally throws it to Perez near side. Perez back to Ball. Madras with only one player inside the perimeter. They're trying to dribble this out. Here's Ball with it now. Ball with 9 seconds left. Kicks it to Perez. 7 now for Madras. To Simmelink. Similink from 13 will not get it. He gets his own rebound, kicks it outside to Perez. Perez to Ball. And another 30 seconds on the shot clock and a foul as Mahone reached in against against Ball. And that will earn Ball free throws with a minute to go. Well, we'll wrap up a brief post-game show for you on News Talk 1150 and 92.9 KAGO. Once this one is concluded, looks like the Madras boys and girls are going to come away with a sweep of the Klamath Basin, having won at Klamath Union last night and winning today at Mazama. Group subs, all the reserves in for Madras. They clean out the benches. Can you officially mark it garbage time yet for Madras? A 20-point game with a minute to go. And the free throw is in. 56-35. Hayden inbounds to Melgoza. Melgoza loses the dribble for a moment. Recollects, throws it to Nanny, fires up a triple, no good. Hayden with the rebound, and he's fouled on the putback. He gets the bucket. Ryan Hayden now with 6 points on the night, 0 for 1 at the free throw line. He makes it. 56-38. 50 seconds to go, and Madras in front. With it now is Wallalatum. Now over to Adams. He triggers a three. No. Rebound picked up by Peters. Throws it ahead to Melgoza. Melgoza thinking about taking it himself. He gets the bucket. A tough one. Shot clock is off. Madras can hold on to it and escape the basin with a 56-40 win against Mazama. We'll see if they decide to take a shot or if this lead holds. Ball now in the hands of Leonard. He gives it back to Wallalatum. Back to Leonard. 13 to go. Back to Leonard. Now in the hands of Wallalatum. 5 to go. And this one is over. The Madras White Buffaloes are going to come away victorious 56-40 here at Mazama High School. Post-game show is next on mybasin.com.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate.
Threads. There are many threads that run through our region. There are churches and schools and Little League teams that bring us together and bind us into communities. There are roads and cars. There are houses and jobs and businesses, all woven together to make the fabric of our communities. There are financial threads that are part of that tapestry as well. For over 80 years, it's been our pleasure to be headquartered here, providing financial services to generations of our friends and neighbors. From that first savings account, to retirement planning, and all of the cars and houses and groceries in between, we keep your money local, investing it back into our communities, adding more threads to the fabric to make our communities stronger. Pacific Crest Federal Credit Union. Find your path.
Sports was kind of what defined me as a person. I loved to play every sport I could possibly play. The Abbeys was really the family stomping ground for all of our community. Saturday afternoon soccer tournaments, we'd head over to Abbeys afterwards. And then when we got up into middle school, on our way home, we'd stop at Abbeys after basketball games. When I go home, I want to see two things when I drive through Winston. I want to see my Abbeys and I want to see my high school. And those are the two memories that stick out the most to me.
Final score from Mazama High School. The Madras White Buffaloes come to town and defeat the Vikings 56-40. Your leading scorer for the ball game for Madras was Matthew Supascad with 20 points. He was helped out by 14 from Reed Similink, 8 from Isaiah Machete, 7 from John Ball, 3 from Troy Adams, and 2 from Jace Scott. Your leading scorer for the Mazama Vikings, Gabe Nanny with 17 points, 10 for Dominic Melgoza, 7 for Ryan Hayden, and 3 for each Brody Mahone and Jagger Jackson. Madras just outlasting the Vikings in that fourth quarter. Thought for maybe a moment late in the third Mazama might make a comeback in this one, but Madras kept their foot on the gas, come away with a 16-point win, and improve to 5-0 in 2024. Meantime, for the Vikings, they are now losers of 3 straight. They look to correct course against Eagle Point on Tuesday. That game is right here at Valhalla Court. Thank you so much for joining us for the Gino's Cafe Game of the Week. Want to thank everybody who made today's broadcast possible. We did the girls' game earlier, so shout out to both of those head coaches, Heath Alexander and Mindy Holbrook. Also, both boys' head coaches, Nick Brown for Madras and Ryan Millsap for Mazama. Of course, the athletic director here at Mazama High School, Ian O'Brien, making sure we have a place to set up in the gym, and Tom Keller, public address, and helping us get lineups before the game. One more time, the final score for you in the Gino's Cafe Game of the Week, Madras 56, Mazama 40. For my broadcast partner tonight, Caitlin Rodriguez, running the live stream on mybasin.com. My name is Josh Eldridge, saying so long from Mazama High School.